Welcome to the Sportiest stream, everyone. Hopefully you're all doing well. We've got some action here today, a long one, as well, a nice little tournament for you all, or maybe not really a tournament. It's an in-house event, that's for sure, and it's a good one here this evening. Hopefully you all are doing well. Thank you for the follow there, Abyssal. Sorry, not Abyssal, Abyssal. So thank you so much. As again, we're in. If you are here, you're probably from RNG Gaming, looking to watch this RNG Gaming in-house event. So shout out to RNG Gaming for adding me here. Here's our schedule for the evening. It's a classic matchup, NA versus EU. RNG Gaming does serve both, so we're going to see a good amount of both here in terms of the people competing in here. A lot of repeats, but both regions with 5 teams each. Some of them mixed players, some of them won't. And it will be a fun night here, or I guess afternoon for me at least. Night for all of you EU people watching here this evening. Again, 5 teams on each. We got 10 matches here, all of which are sets of 2. We're going to have some great matches here as well. So, again, it's going to be a fun day here. As, again, we got 10 matches, all which, again, are sets of 2. How it works is that every single match, every team is playing 2 games here in each match. At the end of the day, of the 20 games, whichever region has more wins will be the better region out of this one, out of RNG Gaming. In the situation where we might have a tie, we'll have a we'll end off probably with the best of 1 just to determine who wins. Probably the team that wins the most out of each region. But again, each team has 4 games that they have to play against. So everybody's gonna have some time here to prepare for this. And again, we have a lot of matches. Again, we're starting with Team A and EU Team A. So we're gonna quickly get to our little lineup before we get into this. Again, reminder, all of which are sets of 2. Again, NA Team A, Adam, Artist RNG, Nitro, EU Team A, Little Carlitos, Trimax, SQZ, and Abyss. Shoutouts to Artist RNG specifically. Not only was he the one that got me involved in this, but he'll also be running all the lobby stuff. So I don't have to worry about running the lobby anymore. My life gets a lot easier now. So, again, give us some time here. It sounds like soon. As we are getting everybody in here for our first game of the evening. Again, these are all sets of 2. We have 10 of these games. Hello, everybody. SQZ is squeeze. Ah, that makes things even easier. Thank you. There's Nitro's Eat Nitro. I love that. We'll get in this one in just a moment. Again, we'll give everybody a little bit of time here. Some of these teams do have 3, some of these teams have 4. That doesn't make too much of a difference. So again, give us a moment here. I know Artist RNG is trying to get things put out here, but it should be good in just a moment here as well. Again, it'll be a fun day. We're probably going to be here for at least about 2.5 hours. While we get things out. And the way it's going to work is we're going to be playing NA EU lobbies. We'll see which one we go first. I would assume we probably go NA lobbies first for each series. We might go EU first. Doesn't really matter. We're going to be playing both anyways. Fun little battle here. And again, a lot of these players are going to be returning on other teams. So some of these teams have overlap. It's going to be the case for a lot of these games that we are going to be seeing a little bit of overlap as I'm gonna get things sorted out here. Seems like Artist RNG didn't make the lobby yet, so give us a moment while we get things going again. If you're here, you're part of RNG Gaming. Sounds like everything's getting ready. Hopefully. One sec. It's like I didn't get actually into the game, so let me do that real quick. We'll get ourselves into this one. And it's our first of 20 games today, so it is a busy one as we're getting black screened. Alright then, that's not great. We're getting black screened. Give us a moment. Real quick here. This game really does not want me to join for game 1. We got the black screen. That means we're probably gonna get kicked out again. One sec. I hope they haven't actually started without me. But yeah, I got black screen, so I'm sure they haven't started without me. We're getting the black screen again. What is this? Oh boy, we might have to reset the lobby then. That's usually the issue, is if we do that, we have to reset the lobby and see if we can fix things. Oh no, I got completely kicked out of the party. Oh, that's even worse. What on earth happened? Man, this game really does not want me to join. Let me try again here. It should not be this hard. You're kidding me. I'm getting it again here. What is this? I might need to make the lobbies then. I cannot believe it is that bad. Alright then. I'm gonna just tell them I'm gonna make the lobbies, I guess, then, because I'm getting black screened here. This shouldn't be happening. I don't know why. It's the first time it's happened. One sec, let me... Yeah, let's see if maybe I have to make the lobby then to fix this. I don't know why I'm getting this issue. This is a terrible time for that to happen. Sounds like we're gonna have it. So yeah, I'm gonna make the lobbies then. Alright, 1 second. Stay over there. There you go. Hello, thank you, Lucius. Welcome in. Thank you so much. So we're gonna start with NA here, which is, by the way, is on US East lobbies. I believe. Check real quick. I believe NA's on US East. Up. Give it a moment. This is not a good way to start. Fortunately, this should get easier as we keep going. Are you making the party? I'm just gonna make the lobby myself. That should fix the issue. Is if I make the lobby. Hey, there we go. I'm in now. We'll see if everybody else makes it. Surely we don't have the same issue again. You know what? Everybody's in, so I think I now know what we're gonna be doing the rest of the day. Thank you, Artist RNG. But, that should make it a little bit easier. I think we have everybody in. We do! So yeah, this is gonna be on the NA. We're gonna do NA first, then we'll do EU for each match. So again, reminder, 20 games. This is our first of 20. And here we go. It's NA Team A, EU Team A. By the way, those letterings don't mean anything. If you're thinking that it's because it's a top team, it's not. It's just the first team that was made. There really is no top, or not top team. Everybody here, I think, is pretty similar rank overall, considering that we have a bunch of people. Again, EU on the orange or red. Today it will be NA on the blue. And again, we're going to be going NA EU for each match. So even though these teams are playing right now, reminder, they will be playing a second game right after this on EU servers. So it is 10 different sets of matches. It is 20 games in total. And all that matters is getting those wins, getting games, finding your success, and hopefully after 20 games we'll have our winner. Battle will definitely be to get off to a good start early. As here goes Unite! Oh, that's going to be just a little wide, as a little bit awkward here for EU Team A, but it will be kept out by Carlitos. As NA back on defense again. Adam leaving this for Nitro. NA back on offense, but it's pinched back by Squeeze. Artist RNG. Ooh, going all the way back here. Bit of an misrotation there. NA Team A never challenged. EU, they could have had a shot off on that place. It was a little bit more open than they were expecting. Still, though, holding a solid midfield place presence as Squeeze. Oh, that could have been, and probably should have been, goal one. Their team haven't scored just yet, but tons of opportunities that really should have gone in. Now a shot. No one there to defend. Trimex will get goal one. EU on the board first. As a demo, and Adam, just a errant touch. There's a reason that people tell you to never go across your own goal, and that's why you don't do that. Can't really see who's challenging, and it definitely comes back to bite them there. EU at the first goal of the day. NA waiting back a little bit further as Adam takes that dribble. Will be Trimex, who's got to be a bit more careful to the ceiling. Nitro infield. Squeeze will be able to clear this one out as Carlitos just couldn't get around that one. EU still searching for that second goal, but it will be cleared out by Squeeze. Straight to the Artist RNG. And NA Team A back on offense. Infield play. Trimex can't get there. Squeeze is whiffed. Adam's gonna score. And this game is tied at 1 each. EU got a bit tongue-tied on the goal line. That ball just bounced everywhere they didn't want it to go. The NA now have found themselves on the board. Actually, I've got an update actually on what rank these players are, and I assume so. I believe everybody in this lobby is, yeah, is around that high. Is literally everybody is playing today is low diamond or really high diamond actually to low grand champion. So the thing is, I get to see the ranks of each of these players, and I believe I don't want to say anything right now. I know EU's got a pretty decent rank level. Everybody in there, pretty high rank. They have 2 GC players in that roster. As EU. Trying to find that offense still as Nitro with the big clear. Nitro still with this one. Gets around another. RNG walking in. Saved by Squeeze. NA's actually, their whole team is entirely champ level. But EU's actually the weird one here with the Diamond, a champ, and a Grand Champion. All together, that Grand Champion playing right now is Squeeze at GC1. All the NA players, again, they're all in that high champion range. Champ 2 being the highest, not the highest rank, the average rank of the players. Again, expect that to stay pretty consistent. There's some Diamond players who are around Diamond 2, but that's about as low as it gets. The highest ranked player is GC 2 themselves, so it's a decent rank mix, but everybody's relatively consistent considering how many people are playing today. As Nitro, pinch back by Carlitos. Oh yeah, if you're talking about freeze rank, everybody here is, I don't think there's anybody here who's higher than Champ 3 in freeze. But there are some GC players around here. Actually, what's interesting is that for EU, the one player that isn't here, that 4th player that was listed on the roster in Abyss is actually the lone GC2 that's in this event. Probably opting to choose to not have them join them for this game is an interesting choice, but I understand why. I'm sure there's probably an agreement that they want to keep these ranks relatively similar. Having a GC2 and a GC1 in the same game probably isn't a good idea if you want to have close games. Although it doesn't seem like it's making too much of a difference here, although this game is quite close. EU still looking like the better team on offense. They've had a lot more on offense as well, although they are staying pretty far back right now. Bounce off the back wall, Carlitos can't get there. Squeeze well, an overcommit for NA as Nitro racing back. They'll keep this one out, but not very far. Trimax, top left corner, and EU takes the lead again. Less than half a minute to go, and for Nitro, just trying to get around that first challenge from Squeeze. Inadvertently left it right for Trimax. And EU looking to get on the board, looking to be the first team to win a game today. And to win tonight, you need to win 11 games. We're going to be playing 20 total, even if a team were to win 10, 11 games straight, which is likely not happening. As all there, it's also gone in again. Trimax has got a hat trick. Oh, that's only going to make things worse for NA as Trimax, I think, doinked that off a defender. Yeah, it went off of Adam. That shot was off target as well. Adam just helped EU to take game 1. But again, we are going to be playing all 20 games. All you need to do is win 11 to be the top team today. As Carlitos can't get there! RNG with a goal back, 12 seconds to go. This is still game 1. It has been high scoring, to say the very least. But I'm all for this. This is exciting. This is the fun stuff. Is NA trying to find a way back into this one? Maybe get an overtime here for first game. It'll be cleared away by Carlitos. Nitro saved away. Carlitos on the end of that one. Now he'll look for the clear. Gets to the challenge. Still cupped up by the artist RNG. Net in front. Looking for the shot. But Squeeze stands tall. And EU will take game 1. Reminder though, we are far from done here. There is still the EU version of this one. But the fact that the NA team has lost on their own server would definitely be a worrying sign for the start of this event here as oh yeah, that's the EU game. Sorry, that's the NA game. The EU team now on their own servers for game 2. But again, the fact that they've lost game 1 is only going to make things tougher for themselves as it actually updates things on time here. Because actually, for how the way my overlay works, I gotta update every single game 1 manually. It's not that bad, though. There we go, game 2 in EU, even without their highest ranked player. Still getting the win there on opposing servers, now on their own servers here. Things are about to look a little bit easier for themselves, at least in theory, and I think that's one of the things that I think EU's gonna have an advantage of, is that oftentimes EU teams are used to playing on NA servers, but not the other way around. NA teams generally don't play on EU servers that often. Most leagues, at least that I know of, are NA based, so for any EU team that does play on them, they're going to be used to that kind of ping. I think also just EU overall as a playstyle is one that's a lot tougher for NA to deal with. It's a lot faster, and it's one that is a lot tougher to handle. There is a lot more at you in Europe. They like to stay really close, they like to play really aggressively high. NA's a little bit slower, they like to go for space, they like to really rely on more, like, you know, coordinated efforts. I think, you know, especially for teams that don't know each other very well, that kind of stress of, you know, the high pressure that EU brings is definitely something that NA is generally not prepared for. But we'll see here. It really could go either way. Always been the case, I guess, for matches at this close of a rank level, as Adam will get the clear. Carlitos. The way is Adam, just destroying him on those challenges. Squeeze with the clear. Up goes Trimax. Oh, he gets the 50. That was not exactly a great challenge, considering how low he was, but EU doing really well just, again, to get in the face of NA, put some shots on, really make them work. Mistakes are going to happen eventually here from NA Team A. EU be the ones to recognize that. The squeeze, we'll leave it back. Carlitos, oh, what a dunk! That's nearly gone on. But it will be cleared out as Trimax will find Carlitos. Low boost, squeeze takes Adam on the dunk. Everybody going back for EU. As Trimax, very awkward touch into the midfield, and nobody was ready for that! Adam's gonna score! And for EU, they knew immediately that touch was not favorable. Carlitos was ready for that one as well. Trimax, though, just gonna budges in. A bad time to not communicate. And it is NA Team A. That first goal is EU being that possession infield. Trimax, the dunk on RNG. Nitro. Oh, he's missed it completely. Trimax. Is this one high as NA Team A gonna keep themselves on the offense. Oh boy, that nearly got in. Carlitos almost own goal. And EU is really only making things worse for themselves here on defense at times. They'll get rid of it. At least they'll give themselves some time to work with this play, although not much time. As here goes Nitro, Adam. He's not going to score on that chance, but RNG could. That shot just goes off the bar. As EU running on low boost here. And this is their own service as well. The pressure really is on them to perform well. And they have not been able to score yet here on home field. As Trimax, Carlitos. NA Team A still on the ball. RNG. Let's get that dunk, but it's going to be NA who, again, just need to keep themselves on offense. Waste out that time. Under 2 minutes to go now. And Europe still needing a goal. As a demo, opening things up a little bit here for EU teammate to recover as squeeze. Adam to the back wall. Artist RNG. Dunked away by Trimax. Carlitos. Huge clear. This EU teammate side has been on defense for the past minute and a half, it feels. They still have not been able to get out. North America systematically just taking away all their opportunities. With only 60 seconds left, man, time really is flying by fast right now. Europe still needs a goal. They have not scored yet on the servers that they're more used to. Here's the pressure that they're playing on home field. They're playing where they should be winning. Really come back to them. What a play from Trimax. Doing anything he can to just get that ball in front. But EU still not challenging. Everybody back on defense already. And it's almost as if they've given up at this point. They're sitting so far back they can never get offense. As there's a shot for Nitro! How did Carlitos whiff that one? Oh, it's a mistake for Carlitos, and that one may have just sealed game 2. That is relatively routine at his level. And NA right now, who lost on their own servers, now are going to give the same treatment to the European side. Squeeze, Carlitos unable to poke through. And North America on the ball again. It's goal! Oh, it's off the post. RNG couldn't put it in. Nearly was goal 3. Europe just unable to get offense. They just weren't nearly as willing to attack this game. That's the difference making, is that I think they were nervous playing on the servers that they were more comfortable in, knowing that they were expected to win. Feels like the pressure got to them there. And that means now it is 1-1 for our first series of the day. As soon as this ball hits the floor, we're going to be changing up these rosters. Again, only a start here for both these teams. Again, this rotation changes now. As, again, it is now NA Team B taking on EU Team C, I believe. Yeah. Team B and Team C now. And the record is 1-1. Again, we'll take a look at these rosters while I think everybody's trying to get things sorted out. There we go. We'll get things going. But for NA Team B, it is Burrito, Rukia, Xander, and Finetics. Taking on EU Team C with Phantom, Abyss, and Trimax. Trimax is actually going to be joining back for this one. As is Abyss. That's a little bit fun. As I said again, there's a lot of overlap with these rosters. Just expect it. It's going to happen. There's a lot. Most of these teams have some overlap. Again, with this tied up now, it's going to be fun. And this EU side, by the way, this is their highest ranked team. They had their only diamond player playing on this one, but they have both their GCs. GC1 Phantom and the GC2 Abyss, the only GC2 player in the entirety of the event. In fact, the NA side has no GC players. EU has 2 of them. NA, again, does not have the rank advantage here, but the roster they do have actually is their diamond roster, with Burrito being D3, Rookie at C2, Xander and Finetics at both D2. So EU does have an advantage in this one by rank pretty heavily as well. But we are going to be moving into the... oh boy. Don't know why the overlay... Don't know why the current series thing is failing. Sec. There we go. Guess I just have to update this thing. But again, gonna be a fun time here with the teams that we have as we'll get everybody back in for NA versus EU match number 2. We'll get everybody in. Should be 9 of us in total in here because RNG is also joining us. He's doing all the he's inviting all the players in. Through 2 games. Actually, you know what? I know this Phantom. I think this is the Phantom that's on Aura Hornets. That's great. I recognize that. I've seen him before. Well, it's nice to see him anyways. I was gonna say, I thought I didn't know if I recognized the Phantom or not. It is the Phantom that's on Aura Hornets. That's great. I'm all for that. It's fun. As 2 games. Man, that's only a 10th of the day. We have a lot of matches to go through. Things going here. Let's get in the lobby. Let's get this second set of 2 going. Reminder, every team plays only 4 games, but reminder, most of these players are playing anywhere between 8 and 10, so most of these players are playing a pretty good amount of matches. Hello, Vasts. Yeah, I was wondering if you were going to show up then. It is the Phantom that I know of, and of course it's Vasts. Hello, Vasts. Good to see you. As, I believe Xander is also in for the EU side, as well. Anyways, we'll get this match going. Well, soon, actually. We don't have everybody. We're still waiting on one more person. Yeah, it is Xander. Hey, I got confirmation. It is Xander. Xander, by the way, in-game is going by Icy. Or Ice, actually, I should say. We'll wait. We need one more person. Good. Hey, I'm doing just fine. Trimax should be joining any moment here. I'm surprised he actually is the last one to join, considering he was here the last series. Again, this could be a pretty long day. We're gonna have a lot of matches, 20 in total. And it's essentially the equivalent of 4 best-of-5s all in a row. So, it's gonna be a long day. How this is probably work is probably after 10 games, or after 10 matches, we're probably going to go through, not 10 matches, 5 matches, so after 10 games, we're probably going to take a short break, come back again for the second half of the event. But for now, we're in. Reminder, Xander is Ice. As EU Team C, their highest-ranked team, taking on NA Team B, who are around that diamond level here, as in comes Burrito, Mukia as well in supports, but he's going to be interesting to watch as Trimax, give it up, oh no! Oh boy, Trimax not off to a good start. Oh dear. Oh, that is not a good sign. Trimax already own-goaling. He is that diamond on the roster, by the way, but oh, that is, even at the diamond level, that's pretty impressive. As EU Team C down early, reminder, we are going NAEU back and forth, so we got to kind of go through these lobby changes. We're going to be seeing a good amount of back and forth kind of action as NA Team B trying to keep themselves on offense. Will be Phantom looking for the shot, top right corner, saved by Rukia. As EU wants to get on the turnaround, Phantom off the sidewall will be Trimax. Now Abyss. Got a very good touch here. He's going the wrong direction as Phantom still in support. Trimax demoed by Burrito. Means NA back on offense again. I've been loving this kind of head full of steam kind of plays that NA has. They're just going at the play right now. And again, it's a confidence boosting play. You gotta play your confidence in a game like this, especially when you don't know everybody that's here. I don't really have experience with them. Going in with confidence so often can get teams those wins they need. Trimax. Again, EU going the wrong direction here as they're going to leave this play away. Phantom. Goes Trimax and Abyss. A bit of an awkward here for EU Team C, but they will recover, and Abyss is going to put one on. Easily kept out by Burrito. EU again, just trying to keep the attacks up. Phantom. In his relatively iconic, at this point, having seen him so much, his iconic United colors, and I wonder if part of that is because United's nickname is EU. But again, that decal, I don't see a lot of people use it. I loved that decal back when it came out, but everybody used it here as another play on. That's wide open! Abyss is gonna score halfway through this one, and EU have taken to the board. As Trimax and Abyss putting the shot on, it's a huge bump from Phantom though, and again EU having no issue sending everybody up for offense. But it's working for them. It is. They're finding goals with this one. It's definitely a risk to take that kind of offensive approach, but if it works, I don't think they're going to mind. They're going to keep doing it as Abyss will take another 2 for Abyss, 2 for EU Team C, and a 1-goal lead now established. All the offense we've been seeing so far. EU trying to keep up that pace. It's Trimax! Somehow that goes in. A little bit of lag on our side. But it's a goal. Another. I mean, they'll be pretty happy. Definitely looking at EU definitely showing up as... Oh, hello there. That is... I don't know why that's showing up. I'm gonna have to... Discord is infiltrating my own game here. Oh, Julian. That's one of my managers. I don't know what... what... I hope he's doing well here. As will be Climax. Burrito keeping this one away. Phantom. Abyss. It's a good pass and feel, but Rukia will be there to collect as NA Team B. Still looking for more goals. They've definitely been swamped in this first game. I don't know if there's really going to be any way to get out of this so easily. Again, kept in front. Burrito. IMAX just going to go back the other way here. EU, at this point, trying to keep possession. They have no reason to lose this one as Trimax, back wall. Ooh, it's not a great bounce here as Abyss. Cover, pop it in midfield, but Rukia, oh my goodness, what a touch. Is that on? Phantom's got to that one. Rukia nearly putting in quite the shot. This ball staying away from that orange goal for now. As EU just continuing to get with that possession. Rukia. Awkward, but will be Burrito as Abyss on the challenge. With in front is Phantom and Abyss go again. Rukia. 30 seconds to go in EU. Already at this point and in full control. Take the lead in the series again. Again, if you are to win today, you're going to have to win at least a game and probably multiple games on your opponent's server. Those kind of games are really going to be important. So for EU, winning the games on NA servers, hugely important. But they did the same thing that last series, so they're going to need to win on their own servers now if they're going to take a relatively, if they are to keep that lead in this matchup. They get it done on their side. That's, again, that game right there. And again, we're going to be moving to the EU side now. Afterwards is... Discord. Fix the pings issues. Hopefully that will fix it. We'll move into EU now. Continue on this match, but for EU Team C now, or really for EU in general, it is 2 games won. And they lost on their own servers that last series. So gotta make sure they get their wins here on their own home servers. We'll go into our 4th game of the day. EU will look to take quite the advantage as Abyss. Oh, he should have scored there. Wide open chance early on. EU, it's a good start. I mean, they're coming into this match definitely as the favorites with the much higher ranked players. To make sure they well play the way they need to on the servers that they should be more comfortable in. They're definitely gonna take the offensive start. It's just about being able to find goals to take their chances to really put the pressure on NA. Of course, whenever NA has the advantage to perform just as well. Reminder, EU Team C, they may be playing here. They are playing again later today. So this EU side still has another match later today. It's going to be a tougher one. But this team can perform well here. There'll be a lot less pressure on them when they play again. It's Phantom. It's wide open here. Good chance to take the dribble. Keeping it low, but it will be kept out by Xander as now he gets one around Trimax. Abyss already there for it as NA trying to put one in front of the net. See if something breaks it. Nearly did there. Still in front. Trimax going to clear that one away. Phantom now doesn't really have the best positioning to challenge, and that's why Trimax will come through with the block. Staying close, but it's cleared back by Burrito. Abyss. Pinched with another. Rukia. And A-Team B trying to keep themselves up to offense here as Abyss. Ooh, he's not really got much of a touch there. Trimax. Cleared away by Rukia. Phantom. And bumped out here. Xander could take the chance to shoot. Will be in front. The flick goes too high. Trimax will recover, but EU still not really back at net here. And NA really is taking offense here. They've learned a lot from their last game as Burrito, that is just in front! And it's Rukia who puts it in! What is it here? When teams play on their own servers, I just seem to struggle. This might be a second straight matchup where it goes 1-1 on opposite servers. Whatever it is, EU Team C, they want to take the lead for Europe. They're going to need wins. There's not going to be that many matches where I think we'll be seeing a lot of these multi-game win matches. I think sets are going to be 1-1. To win 2 games, that once or twice may be all you need, and will likely be all you need to win out today. As Abyss on the long clear, will find Phantom, but unable to collect. A-Team B staying in control as Trimax bumped up by Burrito as now an infield shot. Phantom clears. EU trying to stay in control as Rukia. Trimax, free space. Abyss already up, but it's a great jump from Xander. Trimax goes again. Still rolling towards net. Trimax leaving this. Phantom. Oh, he's missed. Abyss is there. Phantom. I think he scared himself stiff there, watching as he whiffed that ball. He'll be so happy Abyss is right behind him. The EU back on the board to tie this game up at 1 each. Far from over though is another chance. That is just wide as Rukia almost found his second. Is EU just continuing the challenge? What a play from Abyss! More and more EU. How they take the lead for the first time here. Just gotta be able to maintain that. Reminder, each region with 5 teams each. Everybody is going to be playing in 2 matches. 2 games per match. As up goes Abyss. That's a little light touch, and it's about as easy as they come. Abyss is not going to miss that one. A hat trick for the highest ranked player on EU Team C. Abyss getting the job done here. It's a great strike. EU still not done as Trimax trying to leave that one, but Burrito saw it. Phantom will be back in time as dual offense. Rukia. Abyss. Bounce will be read by Burrito, but a double commit for NA, and this is where EU can really pile on some goals. The Abyss goes again. That's just a little wide. Still going as Abyss, but will be kept away as Trimax. Can't get it. Rukia. 50 with Phantom. Awkward bounce for Abyss to handle. This is still in front. Trimax doesn't have the read, but Abyss will. And EU will get on the end of this play. Infield pass. Finds Phantom. Light tap. Trimax to tap it down. He's hit the bar. Abyss goes. Keeping this in offense for EU. As Burrito will send that danger away. 30 seconds to go. I don't think NA has the time to recover. And with that clear from Abyss, they absolutely won't have the time to recover. Abyss just keeping them pinned back as Trimax now wasting out even more time with that 50-50 challenge. EU, Team C, will take 2 games here off of NA Team B. That means now for EU, a 2-game advantage. Looked a little bit shaky to start things off in their own region, but well, they've come to their own senses. This is an EU team that I think is going to be one of the toughest teams to beat out here. A 2-game straight EU now, with a 2-game advantage over North America. Reminder, that is only our second of 10 matches. We're going to have a very long day for action. Our next setup, NA Team C, EU Team E. And for NA now, a bit of catching up to do here. 2 straight games lost. And it's going to be tough for them as for this match, NA Team C with J-Fan, Gray, Bugs, and Ghost. EU with Puska, Squeeze, Phantom, and Lucius. So I'm sticking around for a little bit. So we'll get everybody in here for another game here. As real quick, let me go. Moving into our 3rd game. Should be fun though, as again EU now with a pretty sizable lead. Again, 2 games. It's gonna be pretty tough for anybody to recover on that. Yeah, we are going through this one. We're now a 5th of the way through this event. Taking almost a whole hour, so we could be here for a lot longer than I was expecting. I have a feeling we'll probably get faster and faster as we keep doing it. So expect this to keep up that paces. Just getting things sorted out here. As actually, I didn't even introduce these. I did introduce these teams. So we got some new players for NA, and again in their Team C now. So again, I'm looking forward to this, as I think everybody's in now. Oh, it's not now. Everybody's in. I think people should be here. Oh, we should be. Actually, I think everybody is here. So everything's going. If not, I know that these teams both have subs. I don't think any of them are going to be showing up in the lobby. They could. I think we have enough space for them. I don't think it's going to be necessary as... let's see. So Squeeze is here. Puska, Lucius, Phantom, J-Fan, RNG. Is that... That's probably Gray. It could be Bugs. Wait, the whole EU side's here. NA still doesn't have all their players. There we go. So Lucius not going to be playing here. NA for EU, it's Puska, Squeeze, and Phantom. NA, I think it's going to be Jathan, Gray, and Bugs. So again, I'm always checking. I have a little sheet next to me here. Should have enough space now. Yeah, there's Bugs. It's going to be Bugs. So Bugs. So I'm assuming Carnage then is likely Gray. That's a good thing to see. Well, it sounds like we'll have just about everybody in the match now as soon as Bugs joins. I would assume Carnage is likely Gray, considering that's who is starting on that roster. They haven't had to use subs yet today, so I'm expecting that to stay consistent here. We are on our NA side here. Well, here we go. Another little setup too here. As NA Team C now make their appearance. They've got a little bit of work to do. NA Team B could not get any game wins. EU now in a good position to see if they can extend this lead even more, although again, it's going to be a tough match for them here as we get to see Squeeze and Phantom again though, so that's always fun. I like seeing Phantom as again Pasca, a new player in, not the Pasca that some of you NA people might be thinking of. It is not Caster Pasca. Oh, that would be amazing. As we'll get things going here as EU Team E and Phantom, Pasca, and Squeeze. As in comes Squeeze. Speaking of, with the first goal. Pasca, by the way, is C1. Actually a C1, GC1 roster, my goodness. NA with Bugs, Jathan, and Gray. Jathan being C1, Gray and Bugs being both Diamond 2! As EU's got another goal here. This is another game where EU has that advantage. As no, Carnage is not Gray. So... Oh, he's the sub. Okay, so Carnage isn't Gray. He is, I'm telling you guys. That's Ghost, then. So it's Ghost. That's who Carnage is. That's Ghost. Well, that makes things a little bit easier. Ghost is C1. Okay. As there's Artist RNG. He just told me. Okay, Discord's still popping up. I don't know why it's doing that. That's annoying. I gotta fix my Discord. I don't know why the pings are showing up on screen here. They shouldn't be. That's annoying. But it should not be happening. By the way, you should not be getting those pings. Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, I have to turn on. Yeah, I have to turn on not disturb. I know I don't like it because it literally what it does is suppresses every single message. It does happen. It's, hey, Corporal Monkey Shines is here. Hello, Corporal Monkey Shines. No, I'm not stealing your concept. I was just asked to do this. Although it is very similar to your Wholesome League. How you doing? Nice to see you here from the Corporal Monkey Shines stream. How's Wholesome League? Oh, we got a Rule 1. Yes. How you doing? Nice to see you all. Stick around here. We got the RNG Gaming's asked us to do a little in-house event. 20 games total. It's NA versus EU. We've gone through 4 games already of the 20, and EU leading 3-1. Both regions, by the way, have 5 teams each, and each team is playing twice. As they're keeping Rule 1 right now, so it's now 2v2 for the time being. As Phantom will go to the back wall. Pasca unable to get that touch as Jathan clears. Bugs in support. The viewer's playing. No, this is not. This is an org thing. This is an in-house. It is very similar to Corporal Monkey Shines' to Wholesome League. I can't deny. As soon as I heard about this concept, I was like, oh, it sounds like Wholesome League. As it's very similar. But no, these teams have already been predetermined, so we know all of our matches coming up. It's not one of those things where we ask you all to join. Although maybe I should do that in the future. I've never really considered it because I don't have time for it, but it wouldn't be a bad idea. I would totally be down to do it if enough of you were willing to do it on stream. Does ping? No, it's not. It's NA and EU. All the games today are set of 2. So we play NA and then EU in each set of 2. So no, there's no unfair advantage. So I promise you, RNG's made sure that it's not unfair. It might still be unfair though. I think EU might be too good. It might still be unfair though. Here, EU's been too good right now. Phantom might be a cheat code. As he gets a goal here. Phantom and Squeeze might be cheat codes. But yeah, they're all set up 2 for each game. So that's why we're playing 20 games with 10 matches. And it's 1 NA, 1 EU. So it is. There's hello, RNG. I gotta turn on do not disturb. I don't want to turn up. You know what? I'm gonna do it right now. Hopefully nobody scores while I'm doing this. They nearly did. They almost scored. My goodness. Give me a moment while I turn on stream stuff. Streamer mode. Turn on. There we go. Now the pings won't show up. They really should be showing up in the first place as I just came back. And there goes Ghost with a goal. I'm so sorry, Ghost. Today's stream was Oops versus all EU servers. Oh, was Oops all EU servers? I think it said Oops. I was like, what's Team Oops? No, it's all EU. Well, you do have all the European players on your stream, Corporal. Looks like you're like the corner of the market on EU players. So that doesn't surprise me. I hope it was fun though. Who won? Sapphire Shock or Tangerine Dream? Me personally, I like oranges, so I kind of feel like I kind of am rooting for Tangerine Dream right now. I'm hoping that they won. I'm right! Let's go! I'm correct. It's 8-6. Some days I'm a Tangerine fan. Oh, it's 8-5. Some days I'm a Tangerine fan. Sometimes I like blue. It just depends on the day. But, I don't know. I've always kind of found myself on Tangerine Dream. I don't know. I know it's not intentional, but I feel like you do it because you know that the orange decal on my car is a lot better than the blue one. As Team C trying to keep themselves on offense here, EU have been keeping them very far back. Infield play to Pasca. Phantom. Little second touch. Will be left in front for Bugs. Squeeze man pushed up a bit high there. But EU is already back. Remember, this is their 5th team. By the way, the letterings don't mean anything. If you're wondering. It's just based on when the team was made. So the A team was the team that was made first. Doesn't make a difference. There's no rank difference between all these. Well, there's sometimes rank difference. Some of these teams are higher ranked than others. But they're all relatively even. They're all relatively the same. And a lot of them have actually the same players. So, again, there's a mix of players. We've already seen Squeeze and Phantom today. So, they'll take game 1 on NA servers here. EU has been looking pretty solid so far. They take the EU match. The 3rd straight series they've taken the EU match. NA has not won on their own servers yet today, which is really surprising to me. But that's the case we have right now, is NA needs to find some way to recover. We are going to continue to. We are going to play all 20 games guaranteed. But EU in a really good position. If they can win 11 games quickly, they'll win no matter what happens. As we're going to go into the NA matchup. Sorry, the EU lobby matchup. We'll get things underway momentarily. Here we go. Into our 6th game of the day. Oh wait, the overlay's on. Right, let me turn that off. Here we go. We're on EU servers now. This is, in theory, where EU would be doing better. They've actually done worse on their own servers today. It has been weird, Corp Bugstarns. We've had NA win on EU servers and EU win on NA servers for the most part. I don't know why that is. I mean, I can assume why. It's probably because of the pressure of playing on your own servers, knowing that you probably should be winning on them, but it's been awkward as EU. Well, they may not be struggling that much for this game, because here goes Squeeze. They've already put themselves on the board. As Squeeze. Oh, it's kept away by J-Fan as Pasca. Ghost on the challenge, Phantom. Leave this one back as Squeeze on the touch. We'll find Pasca. Bugs. No way. Still up on the challenge is Bugs. Squeeze. High point touch on another for him as well. Just forcing back Ghost is Phantom. I just noticed it's Ghost v Phantom, by the way. Great naming there. As in comes Squeeze! Well, it may be Ghost v Phantom. It is Squeeze versus the open goal. Squeeze is winning right now. This is great. The goal in. And again, we're just seeing so much success for EU as here goes Phantom, looking for number 3, gets the dunk, but not much else. Just continuing to mount on a little bit more as Bugs. Phantom keeps this one away, Squeeze in the long clear. EU back up to offense as Phantom will get this off the back wall. Now back past the Squeeze, shot on, saved by Bugs. EU just staying on offense for now. 2 goals up. Once again, Europe looking like the far better region today in the RNG gaming network. Phantom. Off the back wall, couldn't get the second touch. Here goes Squeeze. Light tap. Squeeze couldn't get the shot on. And it will be NA who will... This one out. They almost got into another room. We had one at the last game. These players held on. I'm sure we could have another Squeeze. He's just in the right place right now. Squeeze can't miss the open net. He's got a hat trick. And EU, all goals come back to Squeeze. What is this right now? This is Squeeze versus... Again, as I said, it's Squeeze versus the open net right now. And Squeeze is winning. EU. I'm pretty happy right now. Not only do they have a pretty good lead now of 2 games, they could add another 2 wins, as I forgot to actually update my overlay completely after game 5 there. We'll fix it soon enough. Bugs. Kept away by Phantom. Ooh, unable to get the clear though, as J-Fan will be waiting under this. Pasca. Bugs. Off the corner will still be Bugs. It's open! It's Bugs! NA back on the board for the first time here in this game. They're actually scoring. Not being left behind. As EU Team E themselves occupied. NA may have brought some challenge, but EU still would like to have another goal. Really silence NA Team C once and for all. Bugs, that's a really nice shot! No one can get there! North America is making their comeback happen. 100 seconds left. NA, well, they're now only 1 goal behind. As Phantom, back upfield again, second touch, it's Squeeze! 4 goals for Squeeze! Every time EU goes upfield, you gotta be watching where Squeeze is. I mean, he has not missed yet. 7 shots, 4 goals. Every single shot he's had has been on target, it feels like. And EU, my goodness, it is just Squeeze right now. Putting in all the work and reaping all the benefits. Squeeze again. That ball high off the ground, now with a little flick, stopped by Bugs. Phantom. It's a quick shot, saved away, and multiple players colliding. Pasca. Squeeze. He'll head to the corner. Unfortunate touch throw now. He'll have to leave it midfield. J-Fan. Oh, he's been kicked out of the way. AU still on offense as Pasca just missing the net. Bugs will get this one away for NA. Fortunately for them, time is running low here. And EU may have a second straight matchup where they go 2-0. It's Phantom again. Up to the side as EU still on offense. Phantom, it's very, very high. EU still on the ball though as Squeeze, that's a really good read. He is in the right place for that one. And EU just gonna waste out the time. Another one. It's now been 4 games straight of wins for EU. And Team E, just like what we saw just momentarily ago from Team C, are 2-0 beating their opponents. EU now with a 5-1 lead in all games played. Reminder, all you need to do is win 11 games, and you'll be the top, and you'll guarantee your region's win. So what a performance so far. A lot of games already played, and yet another set of 2-1. And Again, as mine, it's only 3 matches played. We still have so much more to go through. Because up next, it is Team D for NA Team D, EU Team D. We have been going through a lot of games already. We actually might be skipping around here, actually. I think we're skipping. Yeah, we are. We're skipping a match here. We're going to Team B and Team D, I think. Changing up the schedules here. I think we're changing up our schedule. Give us a moment here. I think we're... Alright, we're going to the match 7 apparently on the schedule. So Team B, NA Team B, EU Team D, I believe it is. Yeah, it is. So EU Team D still sticking around. There we go. So it's Burrito, Rukia, Xander, and Finetics taking on EU Team D, Fuzzy, Little Carlitos, Lucius, and Phantom. Phantom again. He's gonna have another set of 2 to play against. He's been kept busy, that's for sure. I think everybody's in as well, so let's go to our next set of 2. So this is match 7 now. NA Team D, Team B, EU Team D. Be a very busy day for these people, but yeah, the reason we're doing this apparently is that one of the players, I think for NA Team D, is unfortunately has to leave early, so we will get things sorted out here. As I gotta make sure I know who's supposed to be in this matchup. It is Fuzzy, Little Carlitos, Lucius. Hopefully we'll get this sorted out here in just a moment. One sec, let me... Seems like we're having a party issue. Right, there we go. That should be fixing it. Alright, we'll let Artist RNG get everybody in here. Alright, I think everybody's in. Let's go to NA again. Again, we're moving up to match 7 here. We're gonna go back down to match 4 later. It's NA Team B, EU Team D. So we'll get this one going in just a moment. Again, we've been here for an hour. Been enjoyable. But we got a lot more matches to go. Again, as I said, this is supposed to take about 2.5 hours. Hopefully we're going to move a little bit faster than we did before, just so that we can get through everything a little bit faster. Star's a bit slow. We've gone through 6 games. It isn't bad. We're set up to do 3 hours of matches. It hopefully won't take nearly that long. We should be in a good position to go as... There we go. Everybody's ready! Let's get things going, shall we? NA Team B with Xander, Rukia, and Burrito. EU with Lucius, Carlitos, we'll get ourselves going here. Yeah, Lucius, Carlitos, is EU Team D in. One sec. Yeah, Lucius, Carlitos, and Fuzzy. There you go, again, another little setup 2 here. Reminder, EU leading by 4 games right now. They have a monumental lead. North America has a very tough task ahead of them. Hello, Phantom. Nice to see you. Hope you're doing well. Congrats on your multi-game win there. Be good out there, Phantom. It was nice to see you as well. I haven't seen you in a little while. RNG Gaming. Thing up on offense. Infield touch, though. That's a bounce in front. Lucius! Oh, he's not even close to that shot. That was wide of the net by a mile. I was about to get out of my sheet, but my seat for that one. But, not a very good effort. You will want to try again. As Carlitos. Burrito not able to make this one as will be Lucius. Carlitos. Long touch. Burrito will be there to receive. The play continues onward. Long clear for Rukia. By Fuzzy. Carlitos is there for it again. Just a little rundown on the ranks of these players. As Rukia trying to go for a double tap. And it's going to be open the other way for EU, as long as Carlitos put it on, but he didn't. Xander's there. It's a little update for you, Team B. NA Team B. Team of High Diamond and 1 champion player, that being Rukia. EU Team D. Also High Champ. Everybody on this roster is champ. Yeah, again, the only player that isn't is Phantom, but obviously not playing here, as he's already played 2 other matches. He's having a little bit of time off. It's Carlitos! Puts it in! EU putting themselves in a great spot for success. Good touch, too. Exactly what they're looking for. EU Team D already putting one in. As Lucius. EU still playing upfield as Carlitos. The back wall cleared away as EU just waiting under this one. Fuzzy. Carlitos, and I think for NA Team B, the big thing for them is you gotta win on your own servers at some point. NA, again, is not one of their own servers yet today. This is, again, matchup number 4. And if NA doesn't start getting some win on their own servers, they're gonna have a very tough time winning any of these matches to begin with. Not only do they have to win on their own servers, they have to win the EU servers at least a couple times, which just is not an easy thing to do. EU has a sizable lead on them here as Carlitos. Burrito! Oh, he's been dunked completely! Fuzzy gets in the way! And this European side, my goodness. RNG Gaming might be having an EU infestation. This is some pretty one-sided matchups looking right now. It's not even meant to be that one-sided. They're meant to be pretty similar in rank. Europe just as a region, instilling some fear right now. And, reminder, they only need to win 11 games to win today, but of course we are playing all 20 guaranteed. Even if EU were to get to 11 games rather quickly, which at this rate they might be getting there rather quickly. The NA side trying to get themselves used to it. Oh, a team bump will give NA all the space they need. EU was racing back. I think it was a team bump that caused this one. Oh, it wasn't. It was just them overcommitting. They weren't ready to challenge. NA Team B using that space well. And now only one goal away from tying this thing. Again, on their own servers as well. They need to start getting some wins here. And for NA is that if they win early, they have nothing to lose. Very worst what they can do is tie, but that may not be happening here as Carlitos with a flick of his own. You saw Fuzzy going up for those bump plays, took out Xander, and Fabrito, he's just gonna sat there. That's not really what you should be doing in that position. EU really proven their strength so far. Even with these changing rosters, it feels like there's a constant that NA can't seem to win on their own, again, on North America servers. Carlitos, in by Burrito, cleared away by Fuzzy. Lucius, a minute to go, you're in a multi-goal lead, 2 goals up. Just need to hold this one now as Burrito, Rukia unable to get to the chances, Lucius already there to cut the play out. NA Team B, will they find anything positive here in this game? Rukia with resets, not on targets, and Xander just trying to keep that ball in their possession as he'll go back. Carlitos, another clear, finds its way to Rukia. Carlitos on the save. Druk just holding things down for now. 30 seconds left here in game 7. Carlitos again. It's a little light touch. That's gonna get under. Burrito just got enough on this one. But that defense, while it's great, it will not be enough for NA. I gotta get down the field. I gotta get shooting opportunities. Something that just isn't happening for them right now. Burrito, 20 boost. Can't even get around Carlitos. EU Team D continuing the streak. Europe winning another game. A 4th straight North America server game. NA just can't see the win on their own servers. And Europe, man, they're giving themselves such a huge advantage taking these first games because it means the pressure is gone for them. And, well, we're moving to EU now, where Europe could take another win. I mean, coming into that, it was meant to be rather close. It may not end up being that way. EU just might be overpowered. There might be... Europe just might be overpowered here in RNG gaming. But, at the place that we're at, Europe is, right now, the far stronger team. Set of teams, I should say. I mean, we're going anyways, but it is a real challenge for North America right now. Europe is 6-1. Again, I'm just not going to update these until we go in between sets. But that will make things a little bit easier for myself. But that also means we get into these second games a little bit faster for all of you. As EU. And now on home turf. Just need to take this game. They'll go up by 6 over North America. And they really got to win here, else, again, it's going to be really challenging for them. If they lose here, if they win here, it's still tied 4-4. Sorry, it's still tied a 4-game advantage for Europe. So, at least salvaging something in these matches. Again, they got to win some of these games, but they got to at least salvage something out of this series. As Rukia gonna get things started. Carlitos hop off the ceiling. Lucius clears. That is straight to Xander, however, and NA on possession still as Carlitos down the corner. Being that touch as Burrito waiting back. Challenge still is EU Team D. Going to try to press North America, but waiting back a little bit more this game, trying to see if NA will make any mistakes. NA Team B's done pretty well so far, but they gotta be careful as Burrito, the last one back. Ender will get that clear. Rukia. The back wall, second touch, immediately sent away by Fuzzy. Carlitos taps in front. Fuzzy and EU on the board again. They just can't stop, won't stop. On and on again. They keep on scoring. Off the sidewall. It is Burrito, and what a block, Lucius. Got right in the way of that one. As off the back wall, Carlitos. Wait for that one. Infield pass. Burrito a bit too fast for his liking. North America, they need goals desperately. But it's just not looking likely here. EU just playing such a strong challenge. North America unable to keep up with this EU pressure as it is left in the midfield. Rukia will clear. Lucius toss this one, toss towards goal. Burrito, Carlitos is up, will leave this one for Fuzzy. Half the game still to go, but Europe looking so much better right now. As it will be yet another clear for Carlitos. Rukia being chased from behind now. Keeping composure, but EU Team D on offense again. And is continuing to stay this way as Carlitos actually wanted to leave that one there, but wasn't able to shoot. Lucius will be the one back to block. Is still in front. Fuzzy demoed, but gets the ball away nonetheless. And NA just waiting, but and this amount of waiting is not exactly going to be easy for themselves. As another one in field. Bit away, Carlitos leaving it for Lucius. That is a very poor effort though. Off the back wall, Rukia bumps. EU to recover. And with so little time to go, this one goal lead now really starting to be put under question. Europe can score again. If this EU Team D can score again, they'll take this game no problem. But they gotta do it, and that's exactly what they do. Lucius on the final touch. And Europe just doesn't know when to not lose. They've only dropped one game so far. I mean, this is shaping up to be another 2-0. NA Team B again, we saw earlier, their last match of the day, and both the matches are going to be they could be ones where they lose entirely, which is not a good sign for this team. Again, you only get so many matches to perform. Lucius, finished off the floor, still Lucius. Across is Fuzzy. The shot is a bit high, but any time I spent on this blue half of the field is time that's going to work for EU Team D. They don't need to score. They don't need to put good chance on offense. They just hold possession. They keep that ball away from their goal. And he's not going to score in any situation. Yeah, that's all EU's doing. Winning those challenges. As Rukia. Lucius. Oh, he's whiffed it! It's wide open! And in goes Xander. Oh, it's a mistake on the goal line. Oh, really in the midfield there. Completely whiffed by Lucius. And Xander will happily take it. One goal away, NA Team B will need another. But they've only started this comeback at the very end of the game. They may not have the time to do this, as it's bouncing! Oh, it's hit the bar and gone wide. Carlitos nearly popping off at the end there, but NA now their chance. Burrito! Oh, what a flip reset! Burrito with a flip! NA Team B! Oh, that's magnificent! And we're tied in the final 10 seconds! It's even! Will it stay that way? Another shot! North America finding their voice late in Game 8. But Europe still with a good amount of time to work with here. Off the corner, Burrito. Get that very far away. Carlitos. And this one for Europe, just playing for an even bigger advantage. Go another step closer to being the top region today. Rukia to the back wall. Up goes Burrito. Double whiff. It is open. Xander always hit it high. It will be cleared away by Carlitos. Now EU on the counterattack. Lucius to the corner. EU got away with one there on defense. Now it's Fuzzy. Carlitos can't challenge. Now he will. As everybody on North America pushing up, but Xander back will take his time, but Lucius left in the midfield. A demo won't make much help happen for EU as Carlitos Light bounce will still have the touch. This one is kept soaring. But North America, the end of this play, Rukia, Carlitos. Oh, it's not a good touch. Still North America on offense though, as Carlitos in the wrong spot. Burrito still in front. It's Rukia. That's it for the game. It's tied series. And NA Team B with a 2-goal comeback, getting the win in overtime, 3-2. They've bounced back from adversity. Europe still with a 4-game lead, but North America buying themselves just enough time to come back in this one, where it's now a 6-2 difference in favor of Europe. And with that being match 7, we're going to go back to match 4 now, where it is NA Team D and EU Team D. So, same EU side, still at it. Of a pretty tough loss too. They got to recover rather quickly. And we'll take a look at our lineups just for our next game. As there we go, we'll get everybody in here for match 4, EU Team D, sticking around for another one with Fuzzy, Little Carlitos, and Lucius. And A Team D, oh, it says Kami. That is incorrect. It is not NA. It is not Kami. It is, new one. It is, Agenda, I believe, who is... Oh, I don't think it is. It might be... One sec, let me check. Who's on NA Team D? Nitro! Nitro Space and Agenda. Apologies there. Let me fix that. There we go. Hopefully we'll be able to get everybody in for you here. Nitro, who's subbing in, he's on a ton of the NA rosters, so Nitro's gonna have a very busy day for matches. Not that I think he really minds, but today is still a busy day, as we're gonna be moving in again here for our next one here, as it is again now. It is match 4, albeit our 5th match of the day, since we did just complete match 7. We'll get everybody in here for our next little set of 2. Again, EU Team D back for their 2nd match. They're playing both their matches back to back. Very busy, but hey, they have to do it. I'm sure they won't mind though. It makes their life one where they get to go in, play 4 games straight. They are coming in a little bit warm. Benefit to playing warm, even if you did just come off of a loss. By the way, updates for all of you. RSS in game is Agenda. Get into this one for our next game here. Again, EU still leading by 4. NA again still have not won on their own servers. We've gone 4 matches without NA winning on their own servers. North America again just get off to such a terrible start. They can't even win on their own. When they can't win on the server that is meant to be the one that they can play better on. But we'll get everybody in here as Nitro, Agenda, Space taking on Carlitos, Fuzzy, and Lucius. Another set of 2. This is our 5th match of the day. We're chugging along here. Oh, what in the world was that? An interesting kickoff plan. EU might score off of this too. Carlitos. And now Lucius. EU on offense already. Oh, but Fuzzy whiffed on that. Carlitos still. It will be Agenda as EU Team D looking a bit rough around the edges early on. And I expected they would be the more warmed up team, considering they just played their last match. See about that though, as here actually Agenda, the lowest who got subbed into this one. Now the lowest ranked player to play today at Platinum 3. Again, gonna make things a little bit interesting here. Agenda's not very high rank and not exactly gonna be helpful, but NA on board with Space, so Not exactly done here in this matchup. Again, North America needs to win on their own servers at some point. Well, they can definitely start working on that here as NA Team D scoring first. Clear away, Lucius. Will it keep possession off the sidewall? Carlitos leaving it for Fuzzy. Now Carlitos can challenge. Low boost though, can't go for it in time. NA back on offense again, and for EU Team D, it feels like they just don't have the same spacing. They're a bit too far away from each other on this rotation. With how close NA wants to play to each other, NA Team D at least wants to play to each other. They're gonna make things tougher for EU, and they're a little bit further apart as Carlitos did drive that one by Nitro, but we didn't put it on target. EU all pushed up again. Yet again, it will not work as Carlitos leaving this one in front of his own goal. I do not recommend doing that. But no harm done as NA really didn't recognize that play fast enough. The space having a bit of an issue here. Lucius. Nitro whiffed on it. Fuzzy gets right around Agenda. And Europe will tie this game. Poor Agenda in the back of his net. He has a tough run up there. He has to get that ball fast, and in that position, it's never going to happen. You're never going to get there fast enough to win the challenge. All you're really hoping for is that you can just get something in the challenge, and that ball will fly away from your net. As EU Team D just continuing to wait back as space. Off the sidewall. Fuzzy, not even close. Lucius, dunked by Agenda. Europe, a little bit of an issue getting on a defense, but these high aerial plays really making a bit of a difference for them here. They recognize that this NA Team D team is not very high rank. Definitely use that aerial advantage nicely here, although NA is not exactly against the challenge. It will be Fuzzy. In room, gets bumped out of the way. Nitro on the recovery. As Agenda, oh, he's nearly own goal. Lucius will keep offense for Europe. Carlitos to the back post. Nitro already there for it. Space. The free first touch. Lucius can't get there, but Carlitos will. In fact, he's going to get around Agenda as well. Carlitos, I'm trying to get Nitro demoed, but didn't really happen there. Nitro gets away with that one. It's now a follow-up shot! No one there! Lucius taking the lead for EU Team D. And nobody from North America recognized that Space was going to the back goal. He was ready for a double tap attempt, it looked like. Or maybe an infield pass. Well, EU Team D some 2 minutes to go here. And they are positively excited with the prospect of winning yet another game on North America servers. At the very least, they'll do their job of at least not losing, which is really all that EU needs to do now, is not lose. And they'll guarantee at least 11 wins through all match day. Again, reminder, are guaranteed to play all 20 games. And for North America, man, having so many issues winning on their own servers. Europe doing to make life difficult. That's not a very good touch for themselves. But Fuzzy's already there to recover. Carlitos, long touch, nobody back. Where was the defense? Man, that was wide open. Agenda was the first to recognize it, but oh, you know why? Because Space left the play for boost. That is the last time you should be doing that. It's a horrible time for Space to go for the boost. Completely giving up that side of the field, and EU Team D. I gotta give credit to Carlitos to actually recognize that, but should have never had that in the first place. There's another shot! Fuzzy! Oh, and it's all falling apart here for NA Team D. Or 1 in favor of Europe. And there is, well, a lot of questions now for North America. Reminder, this is the 5th. This is the halfway point for all the matches, so we go through half of these games, and NA cannot win on their own servers. What's to say that they won't be able to win on their servers in the second half as well? Europe has been so much stronger today. At least so far. There's still half to go, but I mean, North America only making their lives tougher for themselves. Considering that Europe is having no issues so far. Not even in being able to take the lead, and then also being able to put the pressure on. Not by that corner. Will be Nitros who cleared out, but Fuzzy's gonna let this hit the floor. Europe with yet another win on NA. It's the 5th straight series where they've won on the North American server. And yeah, we're now moving to the European side again. Europe, another chance to go and win everything they need to on their own, to go and win their servers to win another series 2-0. This would be a third matchup where they do this in the first half of the day. All I can say is, oh boy, if you're North America, oh dear. Is about as bad as a first half you can go to. Win any matchups. We take 2 games to lose 2 of them, and maybe even a third at this point. At this point, they gotta play damage control. This is just damage control for NA, the first half of the event. As they give the ball their bank 2. Will come in as you are watching RNG Gaming in their in-house event. It is North America versus Europe. Right now, Europe taking over as Lucius. And mind you, this is on EU servers now. We played the NA servers. Europe won that. EU Team D trying to win on the NA servers as well in this setup too, to give Europe another 2-game win. And well, I wouldn't put it against this EU side, especially with how confident they're looking. But I said that about last series as well. They went up by 2 goals early, but did not hold that in the very final seconds. See what the possibilities are for NA Team D to at least win a game in this matchup, not go and lose both games. Bumped out is Nitro. Lucius. That touch is... It'll be a double commit. NA Team D just trying to force this one out by any means. They are panicking a little bit on offense, and part of that is them knowing that they gotta win this one. They don't really have any excuses now. They really can't be losing games as EU Team D continuing to play offense. That's a free net! Fuzzy at the end of it! And EU Team D putting the pressure on, and I gotta feel bad for Agenda. He's the lowest point player here at Platinum 3. He is very easily overwhelmed by that challenge, and here, recognizing that quite quickly. Agenda with the clear. He'll be straight to Fuzzy. Lucius. The dunk play. As Fuzzy keeps going, and Nitro. And Carlitos, but NA Team D. Full time reminder again, EU Team D, with what happened last series, losing in the final seconds on their own server. Absolutely possible to happen again. They do take a 2-goal lead, both goals from Fuzzy. Can't count them out now as another touch from Agenda that goes straight to Fuzzy. Agenda's connecting with Fuzzy quite well. Unfortunately, Fuzzy's not on his team. EU Team D is finding reasons to stay in this, but it's a goal. NA, oh no, it's not. It's off the bar. I thought that was surely going in, but EU Team D is finding reasons to push away NA Team D as... Oh, Space on the right position. Carlitos stopped it, though. Lucius would have scored there. And it's Agenda who's going to take the goal the other way. Oh, it's a huge... I don't know what that was for EU, but Carlitos getting in the way of Lucius. What would have been a sure goal for EU Team D now. Counterattack goal for NA Team D. And EU, well, facing a little bit more pressure now. Off the sidewall will be pinched away. Nitro. Demo will be up for EU to clear as Fuzzy will do just that. Nitro back in the midfield. Low boost for Lucius. Fuzzy's going to take this instead. Double hit for EU, though, means NA will be on offense still, but Fuzzy, another big clear. Space, whiffed on it. Agenda there, though, and make something happen in the midfield. Agenda stopped by Lucius. EU Team D, even though they're kind of floundering right now, still getting ball touches. And North America, I mean, they're only one goal away from tying this, but Europe is doing all they can to keep that away from them as Carlitos on target gets that dunk. Lucius unable to drive that one to goal, but still keeping offenses. Space on the clear. Lucius dunk through. Lucius will clear. EU Team D back to offense again. At this point, just looking for one goal. Make their lives as easy as possible, but it's a really good outplay. Nitro hit this one wide. Great opportunity as well, and that's one Nitro really probably should be putting on target at the very least. But it won't happen as that's going to roll in. Carlitos given credit. And Team D will gladly take this one as Agenda again. The one being put under that pressure. He didn't even approach that 50 badly. It's just that there's no one behind him to help. Europe, again. 67 seconds to go. A 2-goal lead. All they need to do is hold this one. Be a pretty good day for EU Team D. And Agenda being towards that midfield. A pop-up play will be kept wide as a high-flying touch. That is a quintuple commit, my good. everybody but Fuzzy jumped up for that one. You get this. The only time you ever get to see that is stuff like this in houses where players don't know each other that well. I didn't think I'd expect to see a quintuple commits, but gotta love that as Carlitos now on offense. This one in front, surely it will be Fuzzy with a hat trick. Carlitos with yet another assist. And Europe is just gladfully taking these. There is no slowing down EU Team D anymore, and A Team D will be suffering a 2-0 loss here. Reminder, the pressure really on North America. As Europe back upfield again, Carlitos unable to get to it as now a couple whiffs there. NA should be able to score here as Agenda. Oh, and Space, he's not even going to let it go in. Space is going to keep it away for NA. I think he's ready to have this game end. And so is EU. Another win for Europe. They now only need 3 more game wins to guarantee the win today in all matches. This may not take very long before Europe gets the win, but we'll see about that. We haven't even gone through all the European teams, have we? We haven't. Oh, we haven't even seen Europe Team B yet. We won't be seeing them for the next match either. It's going to be Team E versus Team E in our next matchup. Here we go as NA Team E. Players on this roster for NA Team E, but gonna be Artist RNG making his return. He was here on NA Team A. Gonna be Adam Rukia and Artist RNG. Taking on EU Team D. Yeah, that's Team D. One sec. Here we go. Taking on Puska, Squeeze, Phantom, and Lucius. Now going through half of all matches today. I have half to go. So again, halfway through. I'm excited, to say the very least. This is going to be really, really fun. But again, we'll see how things. I'm excited to see the outcome of this one as everybody is in. Going back to North America. This is again now match number 6, our 7th match of the day. This is not a league. I do run a league though, dude. Watch here. Let me give you an invite. This is an org, RNG Gaming. They're just doing a little in-house event. But don't watch if you want to. I do run a league. That is wrong. My apologies. That says. Here, one sec. Why is it not showing up? Come on. Really? One sec. Let me get rid of streamer mode. I think Discord's bugged. This is not a league. This is an org, RNG Gaming. But I do run a league if you want to be involved in it. It's called the Ascent Tournament Series. I get a little plug in there for my own league. But if you want to join my league, there you go. It serves literally all ranks. Our lowest division is 1400 MMR and below, so that's like high champ and below. Our highest is 1900 MMR and above. And we have everything in between. Oh, here we go. Let's go in. This is, again, just this is an org in-house, though, so RNG Gaming asked me to stream for them. I said, why not? We are now halfway through the event, and Europe, by the way, will need to win 3 more games. Here, individually. This is NA Team E, EU Team E. We're starting on NA servers for this one. As Phantom making his return here with Puska and Squeeze. And the thing is, EU, so close to winning, they may not... I mean, by the time NA EU Team B comes in, they'll be able... They'll likely... There's a good chance they'll be able to win. It's Phantom! Which way is he going? Wait a second. Phantom? What in the world was that? I was praising him earlier today. Phantom's going to the wrong net there. Or 1400 and above, you would do good. That is our second lowest division, 1400 MMR to 1600 MMR. You can always ask, there's teams that are looking for players. EU Team E, I don't know how they went to a deficit that early there. Whatever Phantom was doing, I think he must have... I don't know if it was just I was on the wrong team or not, but... Odd choice, he's gonna score anyways, so... You're making up for his own mistakes here. Phantom's playing with a double agent. But, hey, he's playing for both sides, I guess. You know, if it increases his goal count, why not? He's at the point where they can lose some matches, and they're still gonna be well ahead, so... I don't think they're gonna mind too much here as Squeeze. Still looking though, and then even then, all these players individually want to win, so no reason to not try to win here, anyways. Yeah, everybody here individually wants to win these matches, wants to serve their region proudly. EU. Again, looking to get that done right here as Artist RNG in the midfield, Puska. A bit far away there, and it's given to Rukia. Squeeze. Not a great 50. Adam already up for this. It's a lead for North America. Originally, this NA Team E actually had Nitro on the roster, although he's now on NA Team D. Well, they made a little change there. Artist RNG, who was originally the sub, now playing for them today. But so far, looking the strongest NA team we've had so far. We've not had a lot of strong performance for NA, especially early on. They have the lead. They look to hold this, although Squeeze, it has something to say about that. As in goes Puska. Phantom. Light tap up play. Atom able to get that block as Squeeze on the ball still. Atom on the block. Phantom. Pinched out by NA. And they'll look to hold this lead as long as they can. The EU would like to keep getting these game wins as Squeeze on the clear. Puska. Have an awkward touch, but Artist RNG is ready for that one. There's Rukia. Squeeze. I like that control as well. Demoed away though. And EU can't push up. Now goes Phantom. Just prevents RNG from having any chance to shoot. Puska gets that clear again. EU. That offense. Squeeze! Who's been a heavy goal scorer so far today. Just missing on his chance there. Now it's Atom. Around Phantom. Around Puska. Squeeze gets the save. Is Europe. Just trying to wait for their opportunities, but they gotta wait a little bit more. Right now, it is a 2-goal lead. Atom again. Really giving Squeeze a run for his money on who is better at scoring goals. As he shoots that one right over Squeeze's challenge. And Europe finally meeting their match here in match 5, aka the 6th match of the day. Phantom, Puska! Well, Europe, not done yet. Right off the kickoff, and love that work from Phantom. He had pushed up so high for this play. It worked out perfectly. Don't always recommend to play that aggressively on the kickoff, but if your kickoff taker is someone that you can trust well with, oftentimes you can do that, and it'll actually be very much a benefit for you. So North America, man, what a play there! Artist RNG recovered on that. That's an incredible play. Is fell right on top of that play from Puska. He is out of his net though. It's unfortunate too for Puska because in that position you don't expect that kind of challenge, and even then he should still be in his own net. This is the awkward play here. Puska. We'll wait on this. Here's with the Artist RNG. Rukia, Phantom. Off the corner, Atom. Squeeze. Pinch with Atom as up goes the Artist RNG. Squeeze gets the clear anyways. Team E in the midfield. That is beautifully made. Sent straight up for Phantom. Squeeze putting in all the work here. That is perfect. The EU Team E really keeping things close right now. They'll look again for another clear. Squeeze. No boost. The fake on the Artist RNG. He needed more power on that shot, though. Atom was ready for it. Now goes Phantom. This is off the bar. It is Puska, but it's going to be kept away as Artist RNG first to it. Now Atom second up. Squeeze. Oh, he's whiffed on it. Nearly went in. I think Artist RNG may have had a touch on that one. And at this point for NA, I mean, they'd love to have another goal. Definitely asking for it, but not much closer than they were before. As Artist RNG, that's off the back post. They're really close, but it's not good enough for them. As here goes RNG. This one won't be wide. Multiple chances. One was bound to go through. Oh, and Phantom and Puska both running into each other as well. Somebody's got to cover the net there. I really think in the long rotation that he had, Phantom should be the one to do that. EU not paying attention to time or the play in front of them. As an infield pass on, that's a bit too fast from Phantom. And not just a bit too fast, far too fast. If he gets anything slower than that, it's probably going to go in. Yeah, just a bit of panic from Europe this game, and boy, has it really cost them. North America. We'll keep this ball in that orange half. Just keep that time away from them. RNG. It's that challenge. Adam able to get the ball, but Rukia in support. Gets by Pasca. Phantom up for squeeze. This one's going to goal, but it won't matter. NA, for the first time today, have won on their own servers. It has taken them 5 games on North American servers to get this win. Finally have one. It's only their 3rd win today. They're first on their own servers, so they've got a lot of work to do. We're moving to the European side of things. North America, they desperately need wins. Be a great place to get one. Squeeze! He's already got one off the kickoff! That only took 2 seconds. That was a quick start for Europe. And, Rukia wasn't even close. I don't know if he just wasn't paying attention. It didn't look like he even moved off the kickoff initially. But for Europe, Team E, they get a win here. They'll put themselves one step closer. Again, a reminder for Europe, they don't need to win. At this point, they just need to make sure they at least tie these games. That's such a huge advantage. And, well, on their own servers, I think they're looking pretty comfortable. Perfectly shot by Pasca. Right under the bar as well. NA had no chance on blocking that one. Europe just looking exceptional right now. I mean, again, it's on their own servers. They're looking pretty comfortable. North America, a shell of what they were last game. Just cowering in their nets. They look a lot more fearful of Europe. And they gotta win. They gotta get some wins at some point. North America can't rely on tying games to be in their favor. As Rukia, artist RNG will be Pasca on the challenge, able to get the dunk. Squeeze, demoed by Rukia. Phantom won't be able to go in time. This one chipped on. It's just off the post. Pasca left from the midfield. Artist RNG. Pasca gets a piece. Rukia still Phantom. It is a cluster of players in front of that net, but no goals for NA Team E. Europe staying 2 steps ahead, but here's Rukia. That one is no doubt. Beautiful control up the side wall. The presence of mind just to get that little flick a little bit more towards the midfield. Anna was ready for a quick touch to the back wall, maybe a setup for a double tap. He was not ready for an air dribble from that position. North America Team E. Again, NA needs wins. They'll need to win here as well, I think. They don't need to, but they'll absolutely, they really should be. If they're going to have a chance of winning today. Be quite the comeback for themselves. As Europe just waiting. Pasca can't catch it. Adam across the midfield line. For all of you RNG gaming fans still watching, again, if you don't know who I am, I'm Sweaty FC. You can always book me for your matches, other matches. I rarely do events like this, but if you want to book me for any of your other matches, you can always feel free to do so. DM me on Discord, SpootyFC, on Twitter /X, SpootyFCRL. Or you can do !Discord, join my server, and message me there. And I'm here for all of your casting needs in Rocket League. And if you want to join as well, the league I run, the Ascend Tournament Series, exclamation point ATS to see it. Again, we run free all the way through 500 divisions, our lowest being 1400 MR and below, our highest being 1900 MR and below, and everything in between. As EU Team E and holding that steady 2-goal lead now. As NA Team E put a little bit of extra work in. But that whiff's not going to help them very much. Adam be there to keep it wide. Squeeze. That's a great recovery right off the corner too. He kind of popped up and kind of kicked his back end up a little bit there. EU Team E on the quick recovery, and now a quick shot! Adam can't get there! Squeeze has got a hat trick, and he's making sure it's very much well cemented. He is the goal scorer here. What a strike from distance too. EU Team E being so good at right now is, again, on their own servers, playing comfortably. Reminder, we haven't even seen EU Team B yet. They're going to be playing in the next matchup. And it's resting in the midfield. Handsome can't get to it as it's kept to the back corner. EU still playing for offense is Adam. The corner, Phantom kept up high. Rukia can't be there. Someone's gonna be on it. Pasca! Oh, it is! Pasca! How do you do? And Europe keeps the goals coming. Nothing can stop them anymore, it looks like. Five to 1. We haven't seen a game. I think this one's sided yet today. Again, we have had a lot of European dominance, but never by that much. Or really, never by this much. UTME really is taking over on their own server. That's Pasca. Squeeze. Gets that bump on Adam. Still able to make the save, however. Rukia in front of his own net. They'll get that one away, but not done just yet. Squeeze, though. Gets that block in the midfield. Adam runs right into him just to keep that ball away from the goal. But here goes Pasca. Artist RNG. Pasca on the challenge. As Rukia. Phantom. Off that back wall. RNG still waiting on it. EU Team E be quieting down just a little bit at the end of this game, just to make sure that they stay consistent. As with 30 seconds to go, they don't need to score anymore, and I don't think they're really looking to score anymore. This game has gone well enough for them. They don't need goals. As back is Phantom. Rukia can't control this. As Squeeze on the dribble. Adam with the block. Adam still. Pasca off that corner. Squeeze. Rukia. Artist RNG to the sidewall. And A will just look for one more on the dying seconds. Ryu keeps them away. And will keep them far away. As this ball will hit the floor. Europe. EU Team E with probably the biggest win out of any team so far today. 5 to 1 in this second game. Although overall it is tied. It is now 9 to 3, the difference. I'm making sure I've kept track of things. This is 9 to 3, right, everybody? And yeah, we went. It was a 6-goal difference before this game. Yeah, it was, right? It was a 6-game difference before this one. It is still a 6-goal game difference as NA again took their first game. EU took their game. Now going to match 6, aka our 7th match of the day. Fortunately, this will correct itself afterwards, and it's NA Team C, EU Team B. To 3. Again. Here we go again. NA Team C with Jathan, Bugs, and Ghost. EU Team B back with Lucius, Pasca, and Fuzzy. There we go. We'll make sure we get the lobby set up for everyone here. Again, we are slowly but surely making our way through these matches. Again, EU leading 9-3 in all games today. But yeah, again, EU has won three different games. Been impressive from EU. Again, something. I know all of you in chat are probably keeping track as well. If I ever miscount, by the way, please tell me. I'm almost certain it's 9-3, right? Keeping track pretty well today. Yeah, I just gotta check in as well again on who won, who lost. I know our first match was 1-1. It was a sweep. Yeah, it was 3 sweep. Yeah, they've won 3 matches. Anyways, let's go to our next game here. Here we go. We'll go into our next series. Everybody's now is talking about how EU's way better than NA. We gotta get into our next match here. Delay, everybody. Going here. As here we go again for our next matchup. And it is up we go. But yeah, it absolutely is 9-3, I remember. Well, yeah, EU's won 3 matches today. They've been winning so much, I've been losing track as, oh well, they already scored. Fuzzy's already put one in. I haven't even really introduced these rosters. EU Team B with, again, Fuzzy, Lucius, and Pasca. NA Team C with Bugs, Jathan, and SG Carnage, who, again, is, I gotta make sure I keep track, is, not gray. That is... Nitro Spade. I keep thinking it's Nitro. It's not Nitro. Nitro's already played. As in goes, you know, they're scoring. 1 sec. NA Team C. I'll remember it. Ghost. That's who it is. It's Ghost. Well, here we go again. On NA server, start things off. EU's already up by 2 goals. This is not looking like a good time for NA Team C. As Lucius. Oh boy. This is in my mind, this is the first time we've seen EU Team B all day. And oh, this is not a good start for, this is a great start for them. This is not a good start for NA Team C. Well, it seems like there might be a real difference here. EU saving their best team for last, maybe? I mean, I know they're not. It's just how the schedule worked out, but how weird is it? As Lucius. So again here as that's in the midfield. Bugs. Clear this out. Pasca waiting, but it's J-Fan. Fuzzy next 2, but this movement from J-Fan. Unfortunately, just didn't get the last touch though. Now he's got to race back as EU on the ball again. Pasca, oh, he's been destroyed on that challenge by Ghost. Team C staying upfield. Reminder, All EU needs to do is win 2 more games today. They'll be the champions. This is our 7th series in total. Yeah, it's our 7th series in total, right? Yeah, it is. 9 plus 3 is 12. I know math. This is our 7th series today of 10 total. We have 4 matches to go, so after this we'll actually... So this is match 6, again, our 7th today. After this we'll go to... we'll be going straight to match 8, because again, match 7 happened earlier today. And after that we'll go from there, 9 and 10. EU at this point just need to win 2 more games. We're in a great position, and if EU Team B wins on NA servers again, well, they'll only need to win 1 more game. A reminder, half the games are on their own servers, so they'll have a huge advantage in half these games, at least. But considering how the day's gone so far, EU has actually done better on NA servers than they have done on their own servers. EU Team B might keep that up. NA, again, has only won 1 game on NA servers, so... And that was the literal last game they played on NA servers, which was, again, NA Team E versus EU Team E. NA Team C waiting back will keep this one airborne. EU staying on the ball as Pasca. Big tap will be left in the midfield, but a catch there for Fuzzy. They go straight around, and Carnage will be there to take it. Pasca's gotta be careful, though. J-Fan didn't put that one on. As again kept high, Carnage racing back as off the back wall, a little awkward for most of these players. Carnage, Pasca, Bugs bumped away, and EU waiting back as Bugs off the sidewall. Lucius, J-Fan, he's been bumped out. Here goes Bugs down the field. Lucius on the challenge. Europe being in offense is awkward here for everyone as Pasca, he's got an open chance in front, but J-Fan will be there to cut it out. Europe kind of stopped scoring now after their hot streak at the very beginning of this game, but they're up by 3, so I don't think they are exactly the team that needs to be in question. NA, gotta get some goals. That's a great bounce. Fuzzy gets the block on Ghost. Bugs will try again. Lucius is already there for it. And Europe continuing to take out that time. Pasca's gonna have this one. 5-1, EU Team B in the lead. This was the score that ended NA Team E's second game against EU Team E, where EU won 5-1. EU Team B might do the same thing here against NA Team C. And EU Team B being mighty happy for themselves here as, again, this is a strong lead. And knowing how this team's been playing, they might even be able to add more to this as this game continues. Fuzzy, been one of the strongest players today so far. Pasca nearly put it in off that pass. Even Fuzzy has to respect it. That's a tough save to make. He's going all the way back to his own defensive side. Pasca there to support. EU setting a double commit up. Now Lucius ran into Pasca as he went for boost. EU Team B still get rid of this one as Bugs is going to have a very tough play to make on no boost as well. Straight to Lucius. Lucius straight away. Pasca there to assist in that clear, while NA still has the ball. Time is not their friend at this point. As a demo, Pasca takes to the dribble under J-Fan. As Europe just keeping possession. They don't need more goals. They don't need to take more against NA Team C. As long as they just keep, this kind of control, they're not losing a 4-goal lead. As Pasca, he's going to add another anyways. And EU Team B are, well, this is... They might usurp EU Team E for the most one-sided game today. Gonna feel bad for NA, but remember, this is on their own servers too. EU is demolishing them right now. As North America, once again getting embarrassed here against Europe. And the story of North America also. throughout Rocket League's history is that they always seem to get embarrassed when it comes to facing off against Europe. It seems very likely that's the case again here, as NA suffering another big blow. And a reminder for EU, you only need to win 11 games to guarantee that victory. With this win here, they're at the very worst, if somehow they were to lose every single game after this, which is quite unlikely to begin with, considering that this is, again, match number 6. It would be tied. But they only need one more game then to guarantee that they'll be the better region at the end of the day. And EU Team B might just do that here. They've been playing that well. Might just do it here against NA Team C. Oh. Well then, what an interesting play to be in, as is now 10-3 EU has hit the double digits. And Europe, well, reminder, we're not, even if they do win this game, we are not done today. We still have a couple more matches to go. We're going to go through every single one of them. Yeah, Europe only needs one more game win. Nearly at that elusive 11 wins. They'll need to win today as J-Fan. Also, by the way, Europe is almost at 4 series victories as well. They have won more of their series than they've tied them, which is, well, not supposed to, which was not what it was supposed to happen, by the way. It was supposed to be pretty close. But Europe, the party wreckers right now, I don't think they mind though, because they've been playing amazingly so far. They're not done yet. They'd love to have more. As oh, there goes Fuzzy, gets destroyed by Puska. EU still on offense now. Puska again, flicked over. Oh, that's careened in, off the post as well. Europe. Well, they might be able to get the win here just with EU Team B. The thing about the EU Team B as well, they're not going to be gone very long. I believe they play either the next series or the series after the next series. So they'll be quite warm coming into it either way. As Fuzzy, oh my goodness, Fuzzy, no, there's no way! Oh my goodness! They're just toying with them now. They're just playing with them at this point. Oh my goodness, oh dear. Avert your eyes, North America. This is not what you want to be seeing today. Does it get any worse than that? I mean, I know it can. Does it? We'll see. NA on offense here as the... oh, well, they almost got the clear as well. Bugs unable to put on. I think if I saw something correctly, Lucius has stopped moving. No, it's not. It is Fuzzy who stopped moving for a moment. Or was it? No, it was Pasca. Sorry, it was Pasca who stopped moving. He's back already, so whatever disconnect he had, it's been resolved. Europe not letting that get the better of them here as Pasca on the 50-50 is kept to the ceiling. Bugs off his own crossbar. J-Fan kicks up high as Joe's trying to find something, but yeah, EU Team B just not getting fooled right now by anything. Lucius 50 with Bugs. Bouncer will be a bit tough to handle here as Pasca will leave this. Lucius couldn't get down the end of the shot. But Europe still relatively unconcerned. 2 goals isn't a huge lead, but this region hold before. And again, reminder, they have no pressure. Even if they lose here, they've done the bare minimum, which is win a game. Reminder, with the position that EU's in, they'll have more games to play. Again, I'm sure that this region, they'd like to win as many as they can today. Really show up to the North American side of this organization. As it's left to the midfield, Pasca, Lucius, there, but does enable that recovery as he jumped in as well. So EU, the only one back is Pasca, and he's really gone for this as well. Bugs with an open net. And he's not missing. He actually put that one in the top right corner, too. Yeah, Pasca went all in on that challenge. Hugely risky. And yeah, he's gonna risk he didn't do that. NA and EU just continue their ongoing feud. NA, best they can do now is tie in total games won. They gotta win 7 straight. Talk about unlikely, to say the very least. But yeah, Europe facing no troubles as it'll be, oh, what a catch. Oh my goodness, Fuzzy. Nearly did it to them again here. He did that earlier with a dribble play. There's some clean car control. And EU, even though they're only up by 1, again, just looks so comfortable right now. No pressure on them. They're not too worried. I mean, considering their luck, they honestly might rather play against NA on NA servers. They've been doing better there. As up goes Fuzzy, looking for the bump, won't get it. Pasca still leaves it though. Lucius in for another. Europe is just too good. As actually saw Ghost Gear got bumped out by Fuzzy. And that elusive 100 wins, well, I guess it's not too elusive for Europe, considering what they're doing right now. Gonna be bounced straight off the ceiling. Pasca doesn't react well, but in it goes as the goes wide. J-Fan. A little awkward too. Pasca not able to react to it well. Flicked up by Fuzzy. Demos too will just make things even easier as Lucius up high is cleared wide as goes Pasca. That bump will send his team back as Lucius has got to be there, and he will do just that. Pasca staying on the ball, and that one away. Europe just staying in possession, staying in pressure, staying away from NA Team C. As Pasca and Fuzzy will work together, they'll clear this ball one more time. Europe will win today. It's an 11th game win, our 4th series that they've won as well. We have 3 series left. Europe at this point is already guaranteed they'll be the stronger region by the end of the day. Now at this point the question is, how much stronger are they going to be? As we've gone through that, we now skip match 7 by the way, because we've already done that earlier. We now go to match 8, Team D versus Team B. So NA Team D will be taking on EU Team B. So EU Team B, as I said, immediately is thrown back into this one. And again, this point for Europe, they can now play just for the fun of it. EU is already guaranteed to take the win. Again, at this point, just for the fun. And again, for Europe, they've done so well. And I think the big stat line today is that Europe has won of the 7 games played on NA servers. They've won 6 of them. At this point. They've won 6 of the matches played on NA servers. They've been insane so far. Oh my goodness. Europe has been, well, they've been ready for today. But again, we got NA Team D, Nitro, Space, and Agenda back in. They'll take on EU Team B. This feels like it's gonna be the lopsided. NA Team D's already lost 2 games today. EU Team B again have just won 2 games. But this match you gotta play again. You gotta play the match you have. Some are gonna seem to be more one-sided than others. So we go again. Now we got to go back to the NA servers. Europe has just been a whole lot stronger right now. As here we go. We'll get this match set up again. This is now number 8. Reminder, we have 3 series left. This is our third to last. It has been such a long day. My goodness, I am very I'm tired. It's been a long day for all of us here, but I've been enjoying this one. I think everybody's in. Basically. Hopefully we'll get everybody in just a moment here. Again, NA, at this point, just trying to save face, but EU playing for domination. It already felt like that today, but they have more time. And more matches to really take over, really beat down North America. This win for North America, the biggest issue again for them is that they can't even win on their own server. Again, Europe is 6 for 7 on North American servers today. It has been that one-sided. In fact, I think Europe has won more on the NA server than they have on their own server. They've lost twice on their server while losing once on NA, so... They're having another lobby issue real quick. Let's get that fixed. Seems like they're having some lobby issues. We'll get this thing set up again here. Or again, match 8. We're at this rate, we're probably going to be ending at about a little over the 3-hour mark. I'm not against that. That's fine for me. Reason why I made sure that we got everything cleared out for today. This has been amazingly fun time, but it has been exhausting. It's long. We've been doing this. We've been doing all these matches one after the other, so no breaks. I'm not used to doing this, that's for sure. But it's really exciting. It's enjoyable. As we're trying to get things sorted out, somebody's here is using split screen. Like we're having some issues. Pasca's using his split screen, which is. Come back in here in just a moment. See if this fixes it. Oops. One second. This will fix it. We're trying to make sure we get Pasca back in for this. Hopefully, a split screen issue has been fixed. But as soon as we get things sorted out, we'll be back up and running. We're still 3 matches away, but hey man, it has been a great day for action. As I think maybe it's been fixed. I think it's been sorted out. So, here we go again. EU and NA back at it. We're going to another NA server. It's NA Team D, looking for a win and they take on EU Team B. NA Team D so far has not been great. They've been definitely one of the weaker teams for NA. At least in the last series that they got swept against EU Team D, and I think EU Team B has been one of the better teams for Europe, so it could be a pretty one-sided match. We'll see, though. Let's get back in to what is now match 8. As we've been given confirmation, Pascal went for a computer reset, fixed the issue, we're good to go. Or not a computer, console. He's using split screen. I was gonna say, he didn't use a computer, he probably used console if he's using split screen. Remember back when I was on console, I used split screen. When I was playing with sibling. It was fun back when we did that. Although not anymore, we're just having... Now I'm on computer, it's nice. Would recommend, even though I don't get to use split screen. It is still enjoyable here as we get to go into match 8. Back on schedule now. At least for matches, we still have a lot more to go. We still have 3 more matches, 6 more games. Europe has already won. At this point, they're just playing for the fun of it. As Pasca's already stopped moving. That's not a good sign. He had issues last series with something. I don't know if it was an internet thing. I think it was more so his computer. As already goes in. Hey, what a start there. Good job for NA Team D. I've already been saying I've not been exactly the most impressed with them today. But in comes a shot from Agenda. NA making sure that goes in for themselves at 13 seconds. Take that first goal. Agenda has actually scored a couple times already. NA Team D. It's the only team they're on this event. They're one of the few players that only represents one team. They might be the only player that does that. Part of it is that NA also only is the region that I think have been having more player issues today. Europe, all the teams have been consistent. They don't have nearly as many people as NA does. NA's been having a lot more subs and such for some of their rosters, so maybe that's part of the reason why EU's done so well is that they have less players. They all know each other a little bit better. I don't know. It's a point to think about so far. But for now, EU Team B again. They just won their last series 2-0. They'd love to go 2-0 again. Really bring that battle here. Now they gotta get on offense and get some shots going. Not an easy thing to do when NA Team D's trying to play so fast, but maybe a little too fast here. As Nitro, no boost. They'll have to leave this one for Fuzzy. Geared back, Lucius and Pasca chipped up high. EU Team B staying on the ball as Lucius goes again. A little tap as well. Well, Pasca kind of overran that one, and EU Team B will be there to recover. And again, now that EU has won, I wonder, how they're going to play now that they don't really need to win anymore. They're guaranteed to be the better region by the end of the day. They've won 11 games. That's what they need. That was the goal that they set out for themselves. Now it's about, well, how do you play now that you have won 11 games? Do you keep playing the same way? Do you play differently? Do you rely on maybe more solo plays? Maybe not really care as much about winning? What's the playstyle going to be like? And well, so far, NA hasn't really changed the way they want to look at this game. EU definitely has, though. Considering that they are definitely slowing down a lot more. I think also part of that is the fact that they haven't had a lot of boost. NA Team D has done a lot better boost stealing than most teams have today. When you steal boost, especially for a team, from teams that don't really have that rotation, you definitely slow them down. You definitely find things a lot tougher to work around EU as a region. Definitely brought on a lot of boost, and you can tell EU Team B not exactly happy that when their boost gets stolen from them. As half the game already gone, NA Team D leading by 1 goal as a whiff for Agenda. Nitro gets over 1, but it's only as far back as Fuzzy. EU already playing an offense as now a whiff for Space. Pinched off the corner. Up goes Lucius. That one will head towards goal. A double whiff for NA. And this is now Fuzzy in front. Agenda won't read it, but he won't need to. EU not willing to challenge. And he's just going to wait back a little bit here for these plays to come to them. As Fuzzy can't recover. Agenda in the midfield. Fuzzy takes this. Dumped by Nitro, however. EU a little bit more nervous to challenge, it looks. And Agenda! A second goal! He's the only Platinum player here today. But he has definitely impressed me. Some good shots. I can't deny that. And NA Team D to a lead. Both goals from Agenda. Well, I don't know what else to say, but my goodness. It's been good. Agenda's got a hat trick. Oh, there's no way. Agenda's got a hat trick. NA Team D. They may have suffered earlier, but my goodness, they are not suffering now. Agenda. Look, the flip around my theories for this series. I thought this was going to be a relatively easy matchup for EU Team B, but quite clearly it is the exact opposite. They are getting crushed right now, and Agenda's shooting has been leading that offense for NA Team D. And as I said, EU right now are 6 for 7 on all matches on NA servers. Well, with the way it's going, they might be 6 for 8 after this one. A minute to go. Lucius. It's a big dunk space, so he's whiffed on this one. Up for Nitro. EU Team B will kick them out of the way. Here goes Agenda looking for his fourth. Fuzzy will be there to block, and NA just waiting back as you're crossed by Nitro. Again, the last time we saw NA Team D, one of the biggest issues was the fact that you could tell that quite clearly Agenda was just out of his element, just didn't know how to keep up. He's been looking a lot better now, that's for sure, and I don't think that there's any denial about that. You have a hat trick. NA Team D. Again, just trying to get NA some wins here. That NA only has 3 wins so far today. Any win will be a big deal for them. As Lucius looking for something, it is gonna go in. I thought Nitro had that. He was looking to chip it off the back of his net, but the crossbar was a little bit higher than he thought it was. And it's not only just pinballed off that; it's pinballed off him. Europe. Well, they'll have their first goal of this little matchup. Again, this is match number 8. Fuzzy stays on this one. We'll hit this in the midfield. Agenda. Led backwards, but the speed of Nitro will work to play to the advantage of North America. And they'll get another game win today as Europe trying to let this ball hit the floor. It will. There's NA with another win. Their 4th win of the day. NA Team D doing better than some of the other NA teams have been doing. This was what most people I think on NA had the biggest concerns about. And good on them, getting wins where they need to. Really need to, because they don't need them anymore. There's no chance to come back, but getting wins nonetheless. They'd be happy with that. We'll get ourselves into our next game here. We're so close to the end of the day here, but still a few more games to go. Still just gotta go through all of them. Again, as I said, we're going through all 20, so game's going to be left behind. As we go once more, NA Team D. Trying to find if they can get NA's first series victory today. It feels like NA is today is due for one. They have not won yet any of these series. Best they've done is tie. This is a tougher match for them as well. This is on the EU servers, so EU Team B, who again were the team that got EU the win today, that 11th win in their last series. Trying to save themselves and be the first team that NA would beat 2-0. That happens. For now, though, EU looking pretty comfortable. That's a great shot from Fuzzy. Flicks it right over. There is some real power behind that play. Again, EU Team B just making sure that they don't lose. I think for Europe, it'd be pretty bad if you're that one team from Europe that loses today. Even as it is in garbage time, as some would call it. Oh, we'll go again here as Puska, stopped by space, will be Agenda to clear. NA Team D. Looking for those strong performances at EU in the midfield. It is space to clear it out, but up already, Puska. Cleared away as Agenda with that last touch, but you just again keeping them out. Although that touch from Fuzzy hasn't done them much good, and in fact, they're already on their own back wall. Will be yet again kept out as Team B again not panicking all too much as it's an infield play. They might want to start panicking a little bit sooner here. That's an overcommit. And they just unable to cover it. Man, Space having a lot of issues actually holding this one. He's giving it away to Fuzzy. He's been good today on shooting. And that play will go wide to the fortune of NA Team D. Europe still on the attack though. Lucius. Bump on Space. Pasca. Space again. Follow-up shot saved away as Space stays in the ball. EU only up by one. That a lead it's not exactly expected to hold very long, but I've been loving about them here compared to last game. Last game it felt like they saved back on defense a lot more. I wanted to make more saves. They realized that is not exactly a reliable playstyle to play against here, and they're making sure that they don't even get that NA doesn't even get the chance to shoot. Agenda again, who scored 3 goals in the last game, has not had that much on offense. He's really had almost nothing on offense so far. Not really the concern for them as here goes Nitro. Well, all I said about EU, forget about that. They just missed off the back wall. That is a bad mistake to make at this point when you're only leading by 1. Yeah, Pascal not even close to that one. Nitro never doubted himself. It is tied. As it will be cleared away by Nitro. That flick over Pasca. Lucius. High is Pasca is still the one to stand on this one. Now Fuzzy. Great little tap. New Team B still with it. As Nitro, he's got to be a bit more careful here. That's off the corner. Lucius. Space. Now Pasca trying to search for the midfield, but NA closed for business, and they will score! It is Nitro with another! Long shot, splits the defense. North America may be on the cusp of their first series victory. Europe, still 2 minutes to go to tie things up. As Pasca off the sidewall, will leave it for Lucius. Stopped by Agenda. Now Nitro off the sidewall. NA infield. They're really making some really good plays here. That one is cut away by Europe as they'll stay upfield as well. Pasca. I think he was trying to look for like a flip reset, but he doesn't go anywhere with that one. It's still Agenda. Pinched away. That is a perfect pass to Nitro! Man, Agenda has had an incredible series. I wonder if they're... I don't know if he's actually plat or not, but he's absolutely not playing like a platinum player. Like the Agenda we saw earlier today. And North America taking a step ahead. As Lucius off the kickoff. Oh, he's missed wide. Fuzzy. It's wide open. Well, Europe is... they still have more to go. Got a minute now for 1 goal, but still enough time to come back as long as they can work quickly. See about that as a play off the back wall. Pasca doesn't get it. Lucius gonna score, and wait a second. Nitro just left. I think he just had a disconnect. That is poor timing for North America, because Nitro's the player who should be getting there to that play. Well, that is some awful timing for North America Team D. And have to play with 2 players for the time being. And here we go. Another one is in. And Pasca scores, and apparently Nitro actually got kicked out by his dad. Oh, that's that's bad timing. Well, no wonder. Nitro got kicked out by his dad, I think. He's been playing too many video games today. Or is that artist just making a joke? Or just might be just making a joke there. I think Nitro just disconnected. Or maybe not, we'll see. We got a minute to go here in EU Team B, now with a 1-goal lead. No joke, okay, I thought it was a joke. It is not, apparently. His dad kicked him out. Oh, that is... It feels like it's fate today that NA just can't win. They just can't seem to fight. They can't win. Even when they do win, they aren't allowed to win. Man, today is this is a bad day to be a North America fan. It just gets worse. I didn't think it could get worse than that. It's gotten worse somehow. Oh boy. I don't know what to say anymore. Ah, that's great. Posca. Gonna look for a flip reset. Time will run out here. EU Team B. That's gonna be a controversial win for them, but it is a win. I don't know what to say anymore. Oh my goodness. This ball's gonna hit the floor. Europe's taking a game back. So no, EU Team B has not lost today. Only one game. That's fine for them, I'm sure. But fortunately, I think it's Team D's last match, so they're fine. It is. We go to Team E versus Team A, so NA Team E versus EU Team A. EU Team A has not played today since the very first matchup. They have been out for a while. We'll be able to help round things out here. This is match 9. Again, reminder, there's 10 matches total. We're gonna look at our little lineup cards here. Again, NA Team E, Adam, Ukia, Artist RNG, EU Team A with Little Carlitos, Trimex, and Squeeze. Well, let's, we're almost done here. 2 matches to go. We're nearly there. Again, it has been a fun day. We're going to be hitting that 3-hour mark pretty soon, so we're going to be done probably on the 3.5-hour mark, which is pretty good. Considering I thought this was going to be a 3-hour stream, we had some delays, but really nothing too terrible. And, we'll wait on everybody to join in for just a little bit. But, again, we're going to have NA and EU. This is going to be the last match today for a lot of these players. NA Team E versus EU Team A. Again, Europe will be the better team today. Europe will be the better region at the end of the day, but much better is still a question up for grabs here. We'll see if they can win another matchup. Again, they've won 4 so far. As we'll get this match started in just a moment or two. NA Team A, Team E, EU Team A. One last little matchup for all the fun. As here we go again. 4 to go. This is NA Team E, EU Team A now at their match. This is the 9th round of 10. So, all of you who've been here since the very beginning, first of all, thank you so much. It really means a lot. And enjoyable just being here for it. But, yeah, if you are wondering, we're nearing the end. This is the second to last matchup. As Europe looking to take one last game, but really one last matchup. They'd love to take these games more longer here. They'd love to probably take even more wins, but nearing the end, EU and NA just looking for those last couple of games. As Abyss actually is going to be the one that plays in instead. Here it's Carlitos actually. It's going to be Abyss, Trimex, Carlitos. A little bit of a change up here from what we saw earlier from EU Team A. Playing with who is listed as their sub. Who knows, maybe it's a bedtime thing. I don't know. As Trimex will be up for that block. Very much savable as Carlitos will catch up to Abyss. Infield play to Trimex. Again for EU Team A. Again, it is Again, a substitution of Abyss instead of Squeeze. Squeeze was here earlier today for EU Team A. As play up again, Abyss. It's an interesting second touch. Still looking in the midfield, Carlitos. Rukia will be able to get the challenge. A lot of boost used there for Europe for very little progress. In fact, we are still tied at no goals for each side. But Europe, infield again, Abyss. Stopped by the artist RNG. Rukia, Carlitos to the back wall. Adam is there to collect. Abyss. Kept up high is Trimex again. Carlitos will hold on to this. Flicked over. Carlitos. Rukia is there for it. Right now, EU just playing back for control. Carlitos again. Adam, Rukia. Carlitos now challenged by Artist RNG. Trimax. Abyss. Off that side wall. Rukia. Still going, Rukia. NA Team E just to find some form of control, but EU has them beat. It's a long clear. It's hit the bar. Trimax always whiffed it completely. Oh, the best look we've seen out of any team so far this game, this round. But it won't go as hello, Agenda. Hey, at least your team got one win. Hey, at least you got one win. You should be happy about that. As Adam, I think he just blocked that shot. Again, as I said, NA just seems to not. It's not that NA doesn't want to win. It just seems like that now NA just can't win. Like that's the story right now. NA hasn't been able to win a single match today. EU has won 4, has tied in 4. Now they look across. That's a great pass. Looking back for Carlitos. Trimax. Abyss. Trimax again. Back to Abyss. Looked like he was trying to go back for Trimax for another go. As here goes Carlitos. Oh, and a touch there by Trimax. Carlitos was not ready for it, though. Creativity was off the charts. It was so creative that even his own teammates didn't see it coming. Here goes Abyss. Looking to the midfield. Carlitos already up for it, but not be able to be there in time. Trimax in that challenge. Abyss getting challenged from behind, and no goals still as we go into the final minute of regulation. Abyss into the back wall. Carlitos already up for this one. Double tap. Trimax. This one will roll. Oh, it's hit the post. Abyss pinched it. EU Team A with the lead late. And that ball, it was trundling on the goal line. It just bounced in the midfield. And the first trip was Abyss right through the defenders. And Europe with a goal late. They've had success on North America for most of North America servers today. They have won 6, lost 2 on North America. They are tied here in the 9th North American game. As it's Adam with the little touch at the end, and Trimax just whiffed it. Simply put, he just whiffed. Stays now, and now stays even. Trimax in the kickoff again. This time he won't be missing. A little bit more conservatively as Abyss. This is a great play for Carlitos, but he's missed the net. It's not an easy angle to get the shot on. He honestly probably would have done it if he just waited for it, but I don't think he saw it. There was nobody else defending him. There's Rukia. Carlitos. Adam. NA on offense again. Trimax. Him on the midfield, though, will leave a little bit of space open, although EU taking it away. Trimax racing to the net. RNG blocks. Abyss. Goal! And Europe up for more. RNG getting forklifted up, and it's Abyss with a shot under him. Europe looking for their 6th win, or more rather, sorry, their 7th win on North American servers. NA clear. Arukia kept out by Abyss, and it will hit the floor. Europe 2-1 in game 1. Another game victory. That makes it now 7 games that they've won on North America. They have been prolific in winning on these NA servers. Oh, this makes things even better for them now. That is number 10. Moving to our second game of round 9. And this is on the EU server, so EU Team A now in even more comfortability. Not a good sign for NA Team E. So for EU Team A, just looking to take another win here. As oh my goodness, what an interesting choice there by Trimax. Musty flick attempt, except not really. Well, it doesn't matter. They're still on offense here. As that shot just off the bar from Abyss. Rukia finds Adam. That's a high touch. Abyss is already there for it, though. That is a beautiful read. He is the highest ranked player here at GC2, so Europe. Making sure that is utilized here, because their Team A is pretty high ranked. They're all around that high champ lowest. GC1, though. They have 2 GC1 players in this. Sorry, 2 GC players in this. Trimax not being the other one. It is, I think Carlitos is the other GC. Trimax, I believe, though, is high champ still, and he'll get the goal for EU to start things off. A Team E. And just looking for any real reason to stay aggressive, or at least get that aggression. They haven't really stayed aggressive as a EU. Carlitos. Rukia. Max and Abyss both going for the same ball, and it's just left floating in front of the net that Adam be able to recover to it as Carlitos has to kind of turn awkwardly to get to that play. Adam doesn't have it. Carlitos. Trimax Abyss. It's an interesting play there. Europe is sending everybody up for that one. And they have not won the challenge as it's now midfield. Artist RNG couldn't read this one. Abyss will clear that one away. North America stay on the play. Double commits. Carlitos off the corner. Adam is in the right place for this, though. Up he goes, and that one goes nowhere with another shot up by Trimax off the crossbar. Abyss will be there. Now a shot on, or not on, but a play in front. Still no shots for NA Team E. As Abyss, the dribble. Oh, he's faked him completely on that. NA Team E got fooled by Abyss. Artist RNG made it look a bit silly here as he thought Abyss was going to go for a fast aerial play. It was quite the opposite. As another goal for Abyss. Oh, it just keeps going. Just keeps going. As Artist RNG off the kickoff just side flips. He didn't mean to do that. And yeah, EU Team A looking to take a not just another game victory, that what would be the 14th for EU. It would be a 5th series victory. What a stat line it would be that say that Europe has not just, you know, played well in half of their series, they've won half of them. And the goal today was to win 11 games. They are far exceeding that goal. As Trimax, Carlitos. Half a game to go, but EU Team A, now they're on their own servers, look a lot better than they did the last game. And for NA Team E, their last showing here for the in-house events is likely going to be one that they would love to forget, as Carlitos nearly put in another one. EU still keeping that ball in that half of the field as Rukia. Yes, that's an interesting pinch as well. Up goes Carlitos. There's nobody back. RNG completely out of position. And EU is just looking better and better. Abyss really is the centerpiece right now of this team. How many goals he has? He has 2 goals and an assist. He has been everywhere for EU Team A. That's a good thing. He's been so crucial to so many of these plays. As now whip from Artist RNG. Abyss. Will double tap in front. Will be Trimex. As Adam can get this cleared. Carlitos not really in the right spot here. And Abyss. Oh, he's missed it completely. Trimex will be there to keep it out. Niu Teammate looking for another. Carlitos. Stopped by the Artist RNG. Trimex finds Abyss. Find one more goal for EU Team A. Is not exactly looking easy to happen here. Artist RNG really put that one in. ATM may have scored once last time in the last game on servers. They may not even score any time here on the European servers. There's a minute to go in EU Team A. And just to make things even more chaotic for NATB. And tougher to read, and I mean, they're doing a pretty good job as Carlitos' shot does force NATB into that challenge, but won't be on target. Now it's Abyss. Artist RNG won't read this one. Abyss probably could have scored there, but he'll hit this one wide right. It's an infield pass. NA just trying to find something, but Abyss continuing to shut them down. Will be Rukia, challenged by Carlitos. Trimex. Carlitos doesn't read this one. Will be kept away as Abyss on the play. Abyss goes! And it just keeps going for EU Team A. Took a little bit of a stop at the scoring, but Abyss makes sure that they leave with one more. And boy, what a difference Abyss has made to the matches he's played in today. He has had a pretty high win percentage. And EU Team A will go and take another win. This is a 5th series victory. Reminder, there's only 10 matches, there's only 10 rounds total. They have won 5 of them. I mean, Europe, again, they haven't just won today, they have dominated their matches. It is 14-4. I mean, at this point, NA, at this point, just formality for them. They just gotta get through all these games. And hope that this doesn't happen again. Because it will be one last game. And one last series to go. It is NA Team A back again. They were here at the very first match of the day. They will return for the very last match with Adam, Artist RNG, and Nitro EU Team C with Phantom Abyss and Trimex. One last round. One more match to go. EU, at this point, just celebrating. They have really shown themselves to be the better group of teams here. Again, before we go into this last match, again, I want to give my big thanks to RNG Gaming for inviting me to this. The Artist RNG, being able to run this whole thing was amazing. Thank you so much for being so supportive. And by the way, to all of you who had those drink breaks, you may have heard me. I'm finished now. I finished my drinks, so good on you all. Keeping me hydrated out here. But, we got one more game to go here. Thank you to all of them. And again, for all of you out there who are part of RNG Gaming watching this, if you do want to book me for future matches again on SportyFC, you can see me on Discord at SportyFC, SPORTYFC, or on X/Twitter, SportyFCRL, SPORTYFCRL. Or you can go to my Discord, !Discord. If you want to as well, you can also join the league I run. I run a league known as the Ascend Tournament Series. !ATS will get you the invite there. Right. I think I have a link to my stream. One sec. I don't actually have the link thing open. That'll be embarrassing if I didn't have that command working. I'm gonna check real quick. See how my bot commands are going. Bot chat commands. I don't have one for ATS. It's turned off, I guess. So, you know what? Here, I'll put the link in myself. My Discord command does work still. Here's my Discord command. Is the link for the league. There. One sec. Acting weird. There we go. So again, if you want to join and say hi there, you can. If you want to do things, if you want to be like Phantom, who was already in that league, so shout out to you, Phantom. We got one more match to go. And, one more round. So again, what a day it has been. It has been a long in-house event. Boy, has it been worth it. At least for the, EU players, it's been worth it. But here we go. One last little round. It is NA Team A. We go all the way back to the start. And they take on EU Team C. But one more round to go. One more match. 2 more games. EU can celebrate, but we still have one more round to do. Still a little bit more formality. Here we go. 2 more games of the RNG Gaming in-house event. And for the last time, we play on North American servers first. EU Team C again, Abyss. Phantom, Trimax in for one last round. NA Team A again with Adam, RNG, and Nitro in for one last round as well. And everybody here looking just for one last way to show up. One last little hurrah. Our day will near its end. As Artist RNG is trying to get himself on the board. Phantom will keep it away. Abyss. Great first touch, looking for one more. Abyss walks on through! He's been solid all night, and he just continues to find elite performances. Little fake, little whoopsie-doo, and right through the defense. As another goal, Trimax! And it's more and more and more again. EU Team C have been incredible so far. NA Team A. Well, NA might be ending this day just like they started it, except RNG has an amazing strike. They are still fighting, even if at this point, all the best they can really do is salvage a little bit. But again, EU has been on an absolute tear. Well, again, for NA Team A, on their own servers, they have, again, these teams have had so many issues. NA Team A started this bad run of server luck for NA Team A, losing in their very first round to EU Team A, so like to not lose on their own servers for a second time today. They get 2 games on their own servers, so you gotta really make them count. So far, EU's in the lead, but he is looking to bounce back as Phantom. Flip reset. Abyss there as well. Trimax is supporting them, but not be able to get to the shot in time as EU Team C staying up in aggression. Adam going in! Well, it's far from over. 90 seconds and 4 goals combined for both sides. We're tied at 2 each. Phantom. Abyss. Adam. Cleared away as Artist RNG. Trimax. Great little touch to keep it out as here goes Abyss again. Abyss. The dribble play. The dribble. Trimax. Couldn't get enough on this one. There's Artist RNG. Let's do Trimax on that 50-50 challenge. Adam. Save for Abyss. Phantom. We'll go upfield again. Cleared across this Phantom. Artist RNG. Bumped out of the way. Trimax. Oh, and a little team bump here. NA Team A running into each other here on their own defensive half. Things getting all that much tougher for them. As Abyss will keep it out. Phantom, long touch down the field. Nitro can't get to it. Adam won't either. It's just bounced in. That ball just found its way to the net. Whiffs for NA Team A and EU Team C. In the lead by 1 goal. All you need is 1 goal, especially when you're on opposing servers like this. It can be pretty tough to build a lead for yourself. Your AU Team C, so they'll take it. No matter how close it is, as Abyss demoed. Trimax gonna have a tough time reading this! Artist RNG on another one! And it was looking relatively relaxed there, but that ball hitting off that kind of weird connection between the back wall and the ceiling, where it's so much tougher to read. That ceiling was a little bit higher. You'd expect the EU teams to get to that one easily. Awkward bounce. Only made things tougher for them. As now, Phantom. Oh, what a fake! Oh my goodness, Phantom! There was no need for that play from Phantom. The thing is, he ran in so hot to this, he couldn't actually shoot this at all without expecting himself to whiff. That fake to Trimax, that was brilliant. It was played perfectly, too. Team C will get to the recovery here as Phantom. Oh my goodness, Phantom, has he put another one in? Yeah, you bet he has. Oh, this has been high scoring. And EU Team C is loving the moments. Phantom with a second this game. EU Team C with their 5th. It is 5-3 now. And again, for the 10th game on NA servers, it may be the 8th win for Europe. I keep mentioning just how incredible that is. That EU has already won 7 times on NA servers out of 9 games total. And on the 10th, they may make it an 80% win rate on NA servers. Phantom, he's got a hat trick. What even is it today here with EU? Something's EU has been dominant today. 90 seconds, 1 minute and 30 seconds to go. At this point for NA, do you throw up the white flag? This feels like where you just throw up the white flag and say, I give up. I can't beat you guys. EU Team C has had their offense unleashed. NA Team A has, just can't keep up with that. As Phantom, again, stopped by Nitro. Now is Trimax off the back wall. Nitro won't get to this. Phantom stopped by Adam. As Abyss comes through, it's a walk-on goal. Just driving it in. Twisting the knife in NA Team A. EU Team C. Every single moment. As Trimax. Adam won't read this. It is stopped by Nitro, shut on, or actually just kept away. Follow-up effort, it's not going to go very far. Abyss. Off the sidewall. Still now, kept to the midfield as Phantom. Big carry, just looking for a goal, but we'll have to leave it instead. Trimax couldn't shoot. As Abyss. Europe keeping the offense under control. Will be Phantom once more to the midfield, to Abyss. Kept wide, but it doesn't matter at this point. Europe with an 8th win on North American servers. Of 10 matches, it's an 80% win rate on NA. Europe has been a different animal today for these players. Even when NA has the advantages, they still don't win. And EU, and they're not letting this ball drop at all. One more, there we go. That'll end this one. 1 game to go. EU Team C has been, well, they've been bullying Team A, that's for sure. 8-3. This series might be the epitome of how this whole day has gone for both these two sides. Europe has shown no issues in taking down North America. One more game to go, and this is on the European side of things, so even more reason for it to be in their advantage. As if it wasn't already so favorable for them already. The game's won. So many amazing performances here for Europe. We've got one game left. And as we'll wait a little bit here, seems like we might be having some sort of technical issue here with one of the players. We are one game away from having the day end. It has been quite incredible. We'll go in for one last game here. And again, thank you so much to RNG Gaming for having me for this. Here we go. For one last game, one last little showing. Why not? For both these teams, and why not for today? Here we go. NA and EU, back at it for one more. One more game, one more showing. NA Team A and EU Team C. Well, for Team C, again, there's nothing to lose at this point. There's nothing to lose for either of these sides. At this point, NA's already lost as much as they can. But we gotta let run for one more game. EU, again, this has been the Celebration Series, and they have made it look good. 8-3 last game. One more to go before tonight's over. I know for EU, they'd love to go to bed. I'm sure they would. It's pretty late for them. It's probably about midnight for a lot of these players. And they're going to get a goal early! Abyss with another! And EU just cannot and will not stop scoring. 15 games won out of 19 total. If they win 16, that is a like 75% win rate. That's like an 80% win rate in all games. It's somewhere around then. That is a high win record. Well, for EU, I mean, that's been how today's been for them. They have been, as a region, so much better than North America. Leagues ahead, you have to say. And man, they're not even stopping. Team bump for NA. Oh, and it only gets worse. Abyss with a second, and RNG and Nitro running right into each other. Two goals for Europe. Now ahead of NA Team A. And a reminder, this is our last game on European servers, our last game of the day. Today has been a long day of matches. But hey, EU Team says they're going to make this last one easy for themselves. Primex. It just, again, feels like for NA today, they've just given up. I can't blame them. It has been exhausting. Only 4 games won. It has been exhausting. It's been embarrassing for them. It has been ugly. But how today is gone for them, and I don't really know if there's any way to take that away from them. Phantom has stopped moving. He does have something. I think he's had a disconnect issue, which I know from experience, having seen Phantom before, he does sometimes disconnect. So he's going to be momentarily playing with 2 players, and that's actually a benefit for all of us here. It's going to be less goals from them, as Nitro's going to put one in for NA. Oh well. Look at Morris. He's getting the door. I thought so. He's just left. Phantom just left. He's got to bring a friend in. Gotta love that. So it's not a disconnect. It's just him leaving. I don't know I don't know what's worse. If they probably should have just said that he did disconnect. I think that would have been better for North America. Oh boy. Well, here we go again. In some more action. 3.5 minutes left in the RNG Gaming in-house. And another goal for Adam now. NA Team A, 2 goals back. I just don't like how passive Phantom was there. He left the play completely. That's when Phantom hatched a challenge. Him not doing so leaves North America to shoot that. They shouldn't be letting North America shoot anything in at that distance. They're still up by 1 though, EU Team C. But it is now very much a lead in jeopardy. Handsome. Abyss. Jumping in will not win that challenge. Trimax. Long clear. Only get around Nitro as Artist RNG. Not able to move the right way. Is this ball being left midfield? Adam. Abyss. Back to Trimax. And I do like that kind of passing from EU. It always can be a little risky passing it backwards like that, especially with people that don't know you so well, but there are ways to do it that is more risk-free than other ways. EU, again, not looking to take any major risks at this point. They don't need to. And I'm sure they just like one more win. And again, just really show up today. As Phantom, Adam, Abyss couldn't receive this one. And some on the challenge still. Up goes Trimax. That's a very powerful shot. NA Team A there. Follow up for Phantom. He's gotten over. That's hit the bar. Abyss couldn't put it in behind. Now he goes again. Artist RNG can't get it. Still in front. Phantom whipped on his shot. Nearly for EU Team C another goal. Is NA Team A just stuck in the net? They didn't want to leave. Now they'll have to, but it's Phantom. Gonna deke around a couple players. But Artist RNG on the block. NA Team A on the clear. In the midfield, it's RNG! It's tied at 3 each. And again, Phantom in the middle of this play. Unfortunately, not for the right reasons. I mean, he is completely pushed up way higher than he should be. There's a reason why people always tell you not only to be at the back post when you're playing defense, but also to be behind that goal line. It's because it gives you the best option to challenge those kind of plays in front. Phantom did neither of those. Front post and in front of his line, and he only made his life tougher for himself. He just couldn't get there. Couldn't reach that challenge. It is tied at 3 goals. It's a comeback for NA Team A now. If NA can't win today, maybe they can have one more game. Abyss. One last touch in front. RNG can't be there. Phantom's hit the bar, or really the post, I should say, and it will be cleared out again. Artist RNG, the flick. No, he never even went for it. Ready to go for the pop-up play over Phantom, but he wasn't fooled. We'll just send it back. Nitro with the return sender. Abyss. Oh, I don't know if he meant have that many touches. Still gets the clear. Abyss has boost, has a shot. Abyss does it all himself. And hello, Mapo. You've joined in on the very last game of the day. We have the RNG Gaming in-house event in Abyss with an incredible recovery. EU Team C, part of the EU lineup here. There's been 5 teams for each group from A through E. This is our last game of the day. We've had 20 games. We're going to have 20 games total. Europe has been dominating so far, and they just keep it going. Trimax with another. Well, don't worry. You get to watch the VOD back if you want to. It will be live. Don't worry. Well, it will be public, I should say. As EU Team C, less than a minute to go, looking to not lose on their own servers. It's just like Worlds. You better believe it, I said it as well. The EU is dominating. North America never stood a chance, it looks like. As Abyss, gonna find it between the defense. Adam and Nitro, both there in time. Phantom on the challenge. Adam, he's going the wrong direction here. He's actually going towards his own net. Gotta at least find a dribble. Doesn't get very far with that either. Abyss. Bounced back by RNG. Phantom. Nitro, Adam, ooh, a double commit for EU. That Biscuit's enough on that touch. And NA Team A cannot go for a counter. In fact, they're not even going to have their chance to go for one. It is wide open. One more goal. And Abyss stole it from Phantom. EU Team C ending this night on one last hurrah, one last bang. EU has just been better. 16-4 in games. A win rates of 80%. Have a good night. You too, Mapo. And you too, all of you also at RNG Gaming. 16-4, 80% win rate for Europe. It has been Europe's masterclass tonight for RNG Gaming. Again, to RNG as well. Thank you to all of you for having me. One last time again, if you don't know who I'm Sporty FC, now you know who I am. I've been here all day with you guys. Again, if you want to have me stream your, any of your future matches, Discord at Sporty FC, X/Twitter at Sporty FC RL, or again, you can use X-Ray Discord, X-Ray1ATS. Join the Discord server that I have, or the league that I run and ask me there. But again, thank you RNG for having me. Today has been an amazing night. So what a night, what an event. Thank you RNG Gaming for having me. Thank you Artist RNG for having me. And thank you to all of you for being a part of this stream. I'm Sporty FC. Thank you all so very, very much for having me. I'm exhausted. Today's been a very long day. Longer than I thought it would be. But it's been an amazing 3 hours with all of you. So again, thank you all. A great night. And again, until next time we get to see RNG, thank you all. Have a great night. Take care. See you again in the future. Bye-bye.